wound up?
I'm on all kinds of cold medicine, and there's so much going on.
Well, that's what I meant.
To start with.
You came in the studio. Where do we start? What do you got?
I got lots of good stuff. I
got an email from Trey this morning, said he was in the ER.
That's part of it.
Okay.
Part of it is I have a voicemail from Coach Joe, who's been calling me every day.
Huh?
Coach Joe Avizano. Special teams coach, Dallas Cowboys. The guy stopped you in the hall.
From Carol Burnett. Wonder Woman.
Oh, don't. No. I have that. I have some audio also from Inside the Huddle that wasn't broadcast. It was T.O. and Michael Irvin talking. Michael Irvin starts talking some smack, and T.O. stops him. But not before he gets a little bit of information out.
How'd you get it if it wasn't broadcast?
It was, well, they always run tape, so there's somebody found this and put it on the net.
It's on the internet?
It was on the internet, yeah. In between breaks, like I used to do, stupid me, I'd walk around with a microphone on, forgetting that it's open, and you guys would roll tape and hear me whizzing or talking to myself or whatever else. It's easy when you got the lapel mic on to forget that you're being recorded somewhere.
Yeah, I think I want to hear that one first.
That is 214.
CD audio 214. What's it about?
Brad Johnson, the quarterback issue. And I printed out, because it's a little hard to hear because they're kind of talking amongst themselves. I printed out what they said so you can read it there.
I'll play it first and see if I can understand it.
Hey, man. I'm Brad. Oh, my God. Jerry called me Sunday right after the game.
All right, I got that much.
Says, hey,
that
man, that boy, oh, my God.
Jerry called me Sunday night after the game?
Right.
All right.
After the game. Oh, yeah?
He was so hot.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Man. So hot. Man. No. This right here is heard live. Oh, God.
He gets all the way to, man, they just, and T.O. stops him, goes, points to his ear and goes, hey, man, live. Well, it's easy to forget, really. And Irvin has a radio show. You would think he'd be a little cognizant of it.
Well, it's different, but on the Inside the Huddle show, they stream the break still live online. That's where that came from. So none of this went on the air.
It's still on the internet.
It's still on the internet feed.
It's so easy to forget you when you're wearing a lapel. We were shooting something at Channel 39 one time, and somebody we were shooting stepped off the set for a few minutes, and you hear... and then she came back. What's up, baby? How you doing? Kind of. For some reason, she was in a real better mood when she came back.
We gonna shoot this bitch tonight. Let's go. Turn on the lights and camera going. Rotate.
Listen again.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
I'm Brad. Oh, my God. Jerry called me Sunday right after the game. Oh, yeah? He was so hot. Man. So hot. No. This right here is heard live. Oh, God.
Thanks for telling me.
That was good.
He was this close.
Hey, man.
Mm-hmm.
Next time I do that, would you knock a brother out? Well, this is not something that we just dug up. Obviously, there are going to be a lot of people that are iffy on Brad Johnson. He's an old guy. He's getting up to speed. He doesn't have any chemistry with the team. You can't really think he'd be a lot further along than where he is now.
T.O. made a comment the other night. He said something like, I wanted to see Mayor Leopard for some reason. He goes, and he was funning around, threw me a ball. He goes, I caught it. It felt really good. Ball came right to me. So he's just making the fact that...
So every Sunday I'm going to go out and practice with Mayor Leopard.
They're still saying Brad's going to start, so...
It's beyond age.
What's beyond?
His performance. I mean, it's beyond him not playing a bunch.
He had to be able to do something to show somebody something at one point that said, yeah, I can take control in the interim of the Dallas Cowboys.
He's won a Super Bowl. But the problem is, I don't know what's happened.
Did anybody ask him before they gave him the uniform, can you still throw?
He played in the preseason, and he played okay. It's like the clock and the age just all of a sudden hit him upside the head, and he can't play anymore.
It can still be the immense pressure. You go out there and blow one play. You could win the rest of the game. You blow one play. That's going to be the focal point for all the sports critics.
But that's life in the NFL. I mean, his job really, it's very simple. He's not Romo. He's not put in there to win the game. It's don't lose the game. His expectations are really low for him. All he's got to do is just perform.
Then somebody needs to set him down and say, look, we don't expect much out of you. You're an old guy. All we need for you to do is stand there, wear this outfit.
I like the outfit.
So,
That's a pretty star.
So we don't get a penalty for not having enough men on the field.
Okay. I still get paid, yeah?
You keep the paycheck.
That's sweet.
You keep the outfit.
Love that thing.
What is Jenny on?
I'm a Tylenol cold medicine. Sorry, I'll be okay.
Like the uniform.
I'm digging it. Birdie.
Hey, man. I'm Brad, boy. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Jerry called me Sunday right after the game. Oh, he is? He was so hard. Man. So hard.
He was 2 seconds from finishing that sentence.
Man, they're going to kill him, actually.
Man, they just... Boo-boo the foo. Ixnay.
3 seconds more, you would have that sentence out.
I wonder if T.O.'s clearing his throat so much because he's trying to
That's
signal
the
to him.
host. That's the host of the show.
Oh, that's Steve Dennis?
Yes, he's going.
Maybe he didn't get his water back.
Maybe if I clear my throat enough, they'll bring me some water.
Hey, man. I'm Brad, boy. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Jerry called me Sunday right after the game. Oh, he is? He was so hard. Man. So hard. Man.
That's the guy that's hosting the show that keeps doing that?
Yeah.
What's wrong with him?
He's just probably either sick or just that's his, Big Show.
It's a strong pour.
I love this place.
Hey, man. I'm Brad, boy. Oh, my God.
Well, I can't focus on anything Michael Irvin's saying.
Sorry, I should have cut out the...
Hey, man. I'm Brad, boy. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Jerry called me Sunday right after the game. Oh, he is? He was so hard. Man. So hard.
You sound like me when I first brought JD into my office to play it for him to see if he had the audio of this yet. I'm screaming at my computer.
He said of this yet.
Okay.
He didn't say audio of this.
Okay.
I'm with you, Dan.
Thank you.
All right. What were you trying to say?
Oh, it's audio of this.
It's like trying to watch the Kennedy assassination, and this host is the Stemmons Freeway sign. You're dangerously close to find out what's going on. And
Hey, man. I'm Brad, boy. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Jerry called me Sunday right after the game. Oh, he is? He was so hard. Man. So hard.
Quit playing it. It's not going to change.
Right, you're just so close to hearing it.
And Jerry said, kill you.
Man, Jerry told me that they were all his fingers. With all the software programs we have up here, there's got to be a way to go through and isolate just Michael Irvin and T.O. and take Hackey out.
Oh, my God. Jerry called me Sunday right after the game. Oh, he is? He was so hard. Man. So hard. Man.
You
drunk bastard!
He's talking right over him, so it'd be hard to completely remove him.
The worst,
Why?
I was going to say, the worst thing is when you can't focus on anything but that, you keep listening to it over and over, thinking that maybe this time I'll hear what's underneath the hacking cough. And it's
This right here is heard live.
Oh, now your throat's cleared up.
Boy, I could breathe great. I don't know what happened.
As soon as T.O. tells him this is live,
This right here is heard live.
I love that. Thanks for telling me. You're crazy, man.
well, again, there's not going to be any surprise there.
No, it's just...
Why would Jerry Jones call Michael Irvin? They still buddies?
Yeah, they're good friends.
Oh.
And he actually, I wouldn't say he seeks Michael's counsel, but
Why wouldn't he?
No, I mean, I think
He had a good career with the Cowboys, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he still talks to Aikman, Emmett, and Irvin on a consistent basis. I think to get their feel for how people are playing, what they thought.
Look at the score.
Well, there's more in depth. I mean, obviously, Irvin watches the game from a different perspective, having played.
Yeah, he ain't out there losing it.
I wonder why they wouldn't go with the third string Sunday. Why are they still going with Brad? The guy just can't throw. I can't either, but I ain't getting paid to do it.
I guess just because of the fact that, Bollinger, I think, only has like 10 starts in his career where, again, Brad Johnson has led a team to the Super Bowl. It was a sloppy game, but what they wanted in him is, again, don't F up. That's all. You don't have to be an all-star.
Okay, well, then, if passing isn't his strong suit as a quarterback, do a lot of running plays.
Well, with our line playing as crappy as they are, we can't run the ball worth a crap.
Well, then we're in a quandary.
Yes, we are. If we had Romo in there, we could throw the ball.
Playing a good team on Sunday, right?
We're playing Sunday, the Giants?
Yes. Yeah, he's playing probably the best team in the NFL right at the moment.
Oh, no.
Well, then there'll be no expectations for Sunday.
No, we're close to a 10-point underdog, so.
All right. Maybe the guy that's hosting the show, the Inside the Huddle, he's clearing his throat so you can tell anything was going on.
You guys are going to talk. I'm going to be sick.
Because as soon as T.O. tells him, this here is live, then the guy from Channel 11 stops making all his noise. Listen to it again.
Hey, man. I'm Brad, boy. Oh, my God. Jerry called me Sunday.
Nah, he started too soon. He didn't know what Michael Irvin was going to say.
He just clears his throat.
A lot.
Hey, man. I'm Brad, boy. Oh, my God. Jerry called me Sunday right after the game. Oh, yeah? He said,
Man, get a goddamn lozenge.
We're trying to break some news over here.
Yeah, he said,
Give me a Ricola.
This right here is heard live.
Another 3 sentences and we'd have gotten the whole story.
It's pretty much like that Joe Biden clip with the guy goes,
But that guy,
that's all you can hear. I know he didn't step over him.
the guy's not trying to cut him off. All right. How we doing, Chloe?
We're cool.
All right, what was the other thing? Anything else from you, John?
I have Coach Joe has.
I'll get to that in a second. All right, Trey, why are you in the ER at 2 a.m.?
Well, the girl I'm dating is allergic to peanuts. So anything, if she can't touch a peanut, and if she does, you have to have.
Stop it, Dan.
I don't even know exactly what happened, but I know it's your fault.
So she has to carry around an EpiPen. So if she has a peanut, you can stick her with epinephrine. And then.
Will you do me a favor and just say penis instead? Because that's all anybody can hear.
Oh.
That too.
Start the story over. Say penis. The girl I'm dating is allergic to penis.
Okay.
If she touches one, you immediately have to give her a shot of epinephrine and then get her to the ER.
Got it.
So her throat started to swell up. I go find the
EpiPen.
Get it out of its case. I drop it, pick it up, jam it in her leg, and all of a sudden go, oh no, as the needle sticks in my thumb.
Oh, my God. And you're very sympathetic friend, Dan.
She's obviously okay if he's here.
We don't know where she is.
Are you allergic to penis? Why'd you get the shot?
Because I'm a moron.
Did you actually inject yourself, or you just got the needle?
Oh, no, I injected myself.
Well, yeah, because he's put the pushy part on her thigh, so it went straight in.
So immediately, as soon as it penetrates the skin, it injects automatically?
Yeah, it's spring-loaded.
See, you got to jab her 3 times. So what did the epinephrine do to you?
Well, it, I don't have any feeling in my thumb. And luckily, she had another one, so I was able to
Where'd you stab that one?
In her leg.
Oh, right.
So she's okay.
She's fine. So go to the ER. Of course, I'm really now the one who needs attention because I don't have a clue what a full dose of epinephrine does when you're not really allergic to anything.
What did it do? I know your thumb's numb.
Thumb's numb. They had to give me a nitroglycerin cream to help circulation, and then it's real cold, and then they go, you're going to have a headache. I've never had a migraine, but what I went through last night, I took 2 hydrocodone and a tramadol, and it still didn't even phase the damn thing. It felt like someone had just stuck ice picks in my temples. And so then I was up all night with a nice splitting headache and cold thumb, and it's going to turn black sooner or later.
Your thumb?
Uh-huh.
Is it going to stop there?
Don't look at me.
I forgot what I was going to ask.
If his blackness is going to grow.
I know this is probably not the way you'd handle this. Could you eat a bunch of peanuts?
No.
I mean, it's to counteract. Well, it's just to counteract an allergy.
Yeah.
So really, the worst thing you had was just a pounding headache.
Pounding headache, and you know,
your thumb's going to turn on you.
yeah. And I drove a needle into the bone, so. And there's really nothing worse than trying to explain that to an ER doctor who's just looking at you going, God, you're a dumbass.
How long did you have to wait in the ER when you got there?
It wasn't long at all. Probably 30 minutes.
What hospital?
Presby.
That's why.
What's the difference between that and another one? This one's private?
Presby's private, and you have to have insurance for them to see you, basically.
Oh, all right. They say any other side effects from the EpiPen?
They said I have to keep watch on it, and that, you know, if it
On
doesn't-
what?
On my thumb.
Wait, they worried about doing a bunch of one-finger discounts? What? What?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll break.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show. This soap opera gets better and better. The Russ Martin Show. We're back to the Russ Martin Show.
So your girlfriend is she doesn't get the EpiPen shot, you actually go into some type of cardiac. I know they can eventually die, but what's the next steps? Cardiac arrest?
I know her throat starts swelling and closing off.
Can't breathe?
Can't breathe.
Well, that'll stop your heart.
Yeah.
Can you just imagine being that allergic to something? How'd she get the peanut? Anybody know?
We got some food to go, and thinking maybe she got like some chicken strips,
Okay.
and maybe the place has switched and used
peanut oil. I don't know how if your body is that sensitive to any form of is it just peanut or all nuts?
Nuts.
That you'd go anywhere. You just
couldn't fly.
Fix you'd fix everything at the house. You couldn't do takeout of anything. Hold on, is that you, Dan? Yeah, I can't imagine dating somebody like that, knowing that Trey's there to save her.
I got you.
Oh, I got some peanuts. That's all right, honey. I got it handled. God!
You know that's the first thing came out of his mouth.
Good thing I was born with a steady hand. Oh, no.
Go ahead.
All right, traffic right now brought to us by Toyota of Richardson. Really no accidents to report just yet in Dallas, Tarrant, or even Denton or Collin counties. Just your heavy traffic in your normal spots. Dallas 35 southbound between Whitecliff and Industrial. Also Fort Worth 35 in both directions between Vickery and Basswood. They're saying it's especially bad on the northbound side. And, of course, usual spot also in Grand Prairie, Arlington Corridor 360 between Post and Paddock and Abrams Street. You have heavy traffic there as well. There's your first check of traffic. I'm Dan O'Malley on The Russ Martin Show.
Thanks, Dan. About 48 for the overnight low tonight. Going to be near 80 again tomorrow. We have 79 now at Live 105.3.
Had she already gone into some type of distress mode where she couldn't give herself the shot of the epi?
She just needs, typically it needs someone else to do it just so I can jam it in her leg. Obviously, jamming it in my thumb was not the plan.
It's automatic. As soon as it hits the leg, you don't have to force anything in.
No, it's spring-loaded the minute it hits.
I would probably think long-term, if you guys are still together, she might want to take that on her own.
I got it right the second time.
But you only get one shot per pin, right?
Right.
Will you put that down? Software, you damn the cat, 2 lamps, and my ass.
Oh, bless your heart. I'm just old Matt Pen's shaking. Well, I'll get it.
Well, not only is it just Trey's normal shakiness with his hands, now there's pressure to go along with it.
So how many of these pins does she normally carry around with her, like if you guys are out?
She better run around like a Frito Bandito.
Just lined up across.
I was thinking.
She always carries one in her purse, and then luckily she had a second one in another bag.
She may want to carry some throwdowns.
Russ is right. She needs to turn to the Epi Bandito.
What was your first reaction when you jabbed your thumb with the EpiPen?
My first reaction was...
the needle went all the way to the bone, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
How long's the needle?
Probably about 3/4 of an inch.
All right.
My first reaction is...
Just relive the moment.
is I jam it in her. I'm going, hit her leg, and then all of a sudden I'm thinking, God, that hurts. What'd I do? And then
why was your thumb anywhere near where you were going to jam her?
I had it upside down.
Chloe, bring me the bottle. I thought you caught your other thumb with it.
No, it's like a Marks-a-Lot size. So you grab it and you just jam. Well, I had it upside down, so when I hit her leg, my thumb goes down on, and it pops into my thumb.
Thank God you're not a sniper.
Well, I can imagine her. She's lying there. She knows that if she doesn't get this epinephrine, her throat's going to close up pretty quick. And now she's got Shaggy's gun in the West trying to give her the shot. Just in her mind, she goes, well.
Luckily, it's not a precision shot.
You were able to hit your thumb. You got to be pretty good at it. Can you take the shot anywhere, get her in the ass, whatever?
It needs to go in her leg, but yeah, pretty much anywhere.
Okay.
I bet next time it happens, she don't tell you.
Like I said, I got it right the second time.
What's wrong, honey?
Well, all right. What if she hadn't had the second pen?
I mean, that's why I gave her the shot, and then, I just had to rush her to the ER even faster.
How long does she normally have after ingesting something?
This one, she said, was a light reaction. So, we had probably 5 minutes before there was a serious problem.
I wonder if the paramedics carry around the EpiPens.
Yes, they do.
So you call the fire department?
Yeah. Depending on their time and where they are, it would have been that or just get her. I mean, I don't live too far from a hospital.
I think Dallas, DFD, they've got pretty quick response time.
It's not, they do, but you never know if their units are on another call or, what's going on.
Okay.
It's still odd to me because it didn't seem like 20 years ago people had allergies to things like peanuts. Hell, Southwest flew for 20 years just giving out peanuts. It seemed like, no, okay, I can't fly in Southwest. I can't fly on American because they give them.
So the question is, where did this
come from? You hear about it all the time now.
Allergic reaction?
Right. It's just 20 years ago, it didn't seem like it was around. Maybe it was, and I just didn't know.
Actually, Southwest, if you tell them, they won't serve peanuts.
JD's talking about in the 70s.
That's all they had.
His point was, how did this become so
prevalent?
Yeah. Because we didn't.
I'm assuming
I never heard about it until the 90s.
I heard about it rarely. I heard it more like I knew people who were allergic to bee stings that had to carry around an EpiPen when I was a kid. But you're right. I never heard about peanuts.
And I know some people are so allergic to the peanuts, it could just be airborne particles, which is the reason Southwest stopped carrying it. All right. What is that line? What's that for Trey? Yes, Eli.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but like the ones we had in the Marine Corps for toucan-cord and atropine, they had big arrows on them that actually showed you. They're pretty dummy-proof, I don't know if...
No, they're not. Did this one have an arrow in it, Trey?
No. But here's what happened is...
Thanks, Eli.
I took it out. They come in a container. Like, if you think about a cigar, it comes in like a metal container, and you pull the cigar out. Well, what happened is I pulled it out, I dropped it on the ground, and I just wasn't being careful enough, and so I just had it at the wrong end. Boom. They're pretty dummy. I mean, it's got a yellow end.
Not this time.
They got a yellow what?
It's got like the yellow end, which is where you're supposed to have your thumb, and then there's a black rubber about a ½ inch where the needle is. That's what
comes through.
Yeah. No, I mean I'm just a dumbass. They are pretty much dummy proof.
Were you? No, it's not. What was your BAC when all this happened?
It wasn't that bad. I mean, I probably had 3 drinks over a couple hours.
Okay.
It was a quiet night.
Say 3 drinks. Is that like my porters used to be? Because I would tell people I went home and had 2 drinks. It was a big gulp cup, but I had 2.
No, this was, at a bar.
Yeah,
oh, okay.
Drinking straight out of the mop bucket.
Okay. No, it was at a bar.
All right, where is the Lala Zato phone call?
It's Joe Alvazano. It's over there on my flash.
Okay. And
it's right there. There's one of them from Luddy that was old, and then the new one is Joe Alvazano calling me again.
Oh, I also have a voicemail from Gavin.
What's his problem?
He doesn't like me.
Well, is there something new? A reason he doesn't like you?
No, it was actually something that
man?
over there.
Skin.
Yeah, the Ben and Skin show did today.
What'd they do?
They were just playing messages from people.
And one of them came from you.
I didn't leave it for them.
What have you done? He's mad at you for something. What did you do?
Did you screw up the KLD's 82nd birthday party?
No.
Okay.
I forgot about that. Gavin, why are you pissed at me?
Because of the voicemail you left.
Why would you be pissed at your midday show when and broke into David Henry's voicemails and played them on the air?
Because you left a voicemail and it was...
You wouldn't know about it had they not gone in and broken into his voicemail.
The point being is
they violated the trust that they have in the station and went and got David Henry's voicemails.
When I heard it on the air for the first time, no one told me about it prior. I hear my afternoon host once again letting everyone know, letting David Henry, my general manager, know.
You wouldn't have known about that had they not broken into his voicemail.
I understand that.
Okay, so to me, in my mind, correct me if I stray off, I would be more worried about breach of security than just somebody's opinion of you being a loaf.
My point being is that people believe you.
Huh?
People believe you. People believe when you say that I'm not in the office, that I'm really not in the office.
You're talking about when I say it on the air, right?
Yeah.
I didn't say this one on the air. I left a message for David Henry.
Well, I know. Let's get to that. Why would you leave a message for my boss? That's not fair.
I wanted to talk to him.
Why didn't you talk to me?
I can't.
You can. I'm available.
So tonight after the show, if you wanted to talk to you, you could?
Yeah, I won't be here, but you can talk to me. It's not my fault.
Possibly tomorrow night, then.
I wanted to talk to him last night. Where'd you go?
Last night was KLLD's 82nd anniversary.
I was going to address it with him last night. Couldn't talk to him. No. You never here. Got to have stuff done. You want to be the producer. You can't produce if you're not actually in the building.
I have other duties, which I tell people. And occasionally, from time to time, I have to leave the station early.
All right. All I asked David Henry was, if Gavin's not because of his duties with all the other stations and entities, TMS, possibly I could hire another producer.
Oh.
Lighten the load for Gavin, make his life a lot more enjoyable.
Really? That's what you said?
Yes?
No. That's not what I heard on the air.
I think if you synopsize the word, sure. If after being synopsized, that's what you get from it.
No.
See, I didn't hear it. So basically, Russ was trying to say, to lighten your load, could we hire a producer? That's...
Yes.
How is it...
Gavin's busy all the time. He's got to leave early. I need a producer that can be here. Possibly we could hire someone so Gavin doesn't always feel this obligation and this guilt when he's never here.
What about the Bob McNeil part?
Why you got to do that to him? You got to throw Bob McNeil up in his face because you know it irritates him.
The only other I threw Bob McNeil out as an option.
He was never here either.
I said that in the voicemail of David Henry. I said, Bob, when he was program director, never liked coming to work, but he just said, he didn't make up excuses. He said, I don't want to come to work. And that's the honesty that I want to work with. Gavin makes up stories why he can't be here.
Well, Gavin does have other responsibilities. TMS, KLLD.
He goes out, and why is it you're not here Friday?
Friday, I'm out at Texas Motor Speedway.
Okay. He uses that as an excuse to go hang out with the drivers. He doesn't have to go out there and produce. He doesn't have to set up guests. I'm sure that Ren and Stimpy have got other people working with them that can go do all these things. We've got engineers to oversee broadcasts. Sure. There's enough people that work for CBS. If you took all the engineers out of all the stations, they could get this done. There's no reason for Gavin to go out there. He uses it as a way to get another day off and go jack around.
Do not jack around.
So did David Henry get angry? Is that what this is heading to?
No, I don't know where it went.
Oh, okay.
I haven't heard back from him.
All right.
And I certainly didn't know my voicemail was going to be played on the air. Hello?
Yeah, why are you blaming me? I didn't play it.
Well, why don't you go talk to your midday guys?
Because I'm mad at you.
I didn't play it on the air.
But it's what you said.
That was a personal conversation. It was supposed to be private.
Sometimes we overhear things when...
That's not overheard. That's somebody breaking the code, getting into somebody's voicemail, and then playing it on the air. I'm sure there's some type of illegality. It's wrong.
What did Gavin's voicemail say?
To me?
Yeah.
I tell you what.
Okay.
Everybody get a pen.
All right.
And see if you can count how many times he uses the F word.
Okay.
Everybody ready?
Ready to go.
I tell you what.
Pen up.
Go and write down 1, because it starts with 1.
Okay.
You ready, Dan? And begin. Hang on. Let me load this so I can actually back it up. All right.
You egotistical mother. You sucker. That's right. I said it. You sucker. Leaving god messages on David Henry's machine. Even if it is a bit, it doesn't matter. You said it, and people believe you, and it pisses me off that you have such an ego that after 5 years of everything that I do for you, you continue to leave messages, and 3 weekends a year where I have to do this NASCAR you say to me, oh, Gavin's never around. Gavin's never around. Get around till 9 o'clock working on your every night, and you think you give me some credit every once in a while? No, you give me You give me and it pisses me off, you sucker.
All right, everybody breathe for a second. Dan, where are you so far?
Out of ink.
Trey?
15.
John?
Okay. I have 2 CSs, 4...
You don't have to count all those, just the Fs.
I'll get 17.
All right, Dan, what do you got?
12, 13, 14, 15, 16, but I think one of those might be a C. I'm not sure.
I know.
And there was that one section where it was just like 80 different beeps. It sounded like all at once.
Well, at a certain point, you're going to have swear word vertigo.
Yeah.
All right. Everybody ready?
Yes.
Now, are we playing? Or
Yeah, I'm starting where I left off. I just said take a break. Ready, set?
Ready to go.
All right.
Here we go.
Paper's over. And begin.
It's unbelievable. Maybe you'll get your wish, sucker. What a insult for you to say that I cannot believe that you said you wanted Bob McNeil back, and it's better to have at least Bob McNeil was truthful being out of the office. I'm truthful for you, and I've never lied to you in 5 years, and that's what I get a voicemail on David Henry's machine. If he buys into this and I'm unemployed, I'm going to be pissed. This is so unbelievable that I have 3 weeks out of a year I got to do something, and you, sucker, egotistical, maniacal damn you.
End of message. To delete this.
I'm cramping up.
I'm surprised a voicemail chick didn't slip one in there. End of message. All right, what'd you get, Trey?
I have 28.
Dan?
29.
I got 29 also.
Okay. I didn't bother to count it.
Oh, my Lord.
Gavin, I'm proud of you.
Yeah, you did Trey good.
How long was that?
The message?
Yeah. Total time?
111.44.
111.44?
Mm-hmm. You gonna do some math?
Uh-huh.
Gavin.
Yes?
Why do you think leaving me messages like that is going to foster some type of friendship, trust, communication, openness?
You never show me that.
Oh, I don't.
No. You never show me friendship. You never show me trust. You throw me under the bus to David Henry.
I was trying to ease your workload so you had more time to not come to work.
I do work.
Then whatever it is you spend your other time on.
Tonight's work. Tomorrow's work. All weekend is work.
Okay, I missed it again. What's tonight?
Tonight is a charity function, Texas Motor Speedway. It's the Sam Hornish Jr. Bowling Tournament.
All right. Why is it I can hear a siren in here?
Probably just going by on the freeway.
Well, I know that dildo.
Well, that's why you can hear them.
I'm just waiting. I thought the building had some semblance of soundproofing.
You worked here.
That's the first time I've heard it. Unless they were coming to get me. Then it gets loud. Especially from inside. That's one F word every 2.4 seconds?
Yeah, roughly.
Wow.
And obviously that doesn't count the other swear words. If we were to do that, it'd be like 1 a second.
I could play it again and you can just count all the beeps. And so it's only a minute 12.
Yeah, do it again.
All right.
I need new paper.
Everyone ready?
There you go.
All right, you don't have to break them down. Just every beep is a swear.
Gotcha.
Everyone set?
Set.
Turn your papers over and begin.
You egotistical mother you sucker. That's right, I said it. You sucker. Leaving messages on David Henry's machine. Even if it is a bit, it doesn't matter. You said it and people believe you, and it pisses me off that you have such an ego that after 5 years of everything that I do for you, you continue to leave messages, and 3 weekends a year where I have to do this NASCAR you say to me, oh, Gavin's never around, Gavin's never around. Get around till 9 o'clock working on your every night, and you think you give me some credit every once in a while? No, you give me You give me and it pisses me off, you sucker. It's unbelievable. Maybe you'll get your wish, sucker. What a insult for you to say that I cannot believe that you said you wanted Bob McNeil back, and it's better to have at least Bob McNeil was truthful being out of the office. I'm truthful for you, and I've never lied to you in 5 years, and that's what I get a voicemail on David Henry's machine. If he buys into this and I'm unemployed, I'm going to be pissed. This is so unbelievable that I have 3 weeks out of a year I got to do something, and you, sucker, egotistical, maniacal, damn you.
And pens down. Trey, what'd you get?
Hang on.
Dan.
I have a...
John.
I got 38.
That's what I got.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. I got 39.
Still pretty damn impressive.
Very.
You going to recalculate that?
Yeah, give me 1 second.
How long before we need a break, Chloe?
1 minute.
Okay.
That's a swear word every 1.8 seconds.
Gavin, man, just throwing down the gauntlet.
Yeah, buddy, you've been beat. Sorry, Trey.
There's a new bar.
Yeah, let me pull up, since we got a minute to kill, pull up one of Trey's old voicemails to me and see if there's anything that comes close. Yeah, let's see what I got here. Voicemail about hanging out. Pulling flowers in Plano. See, Trey always has a slow build.
Yeah, that's it.
And then he kicks in. I think that's where he's going to lose points.
Yeah, he has the breaking point. The begin.
Some of these I can't tell what they are. Let me just clip through.
Okay.
Hey, you sucker. Pick up the phone.
All right, this might be good.
All right.
All right?
Yes, ready to go.
Paper over.
Got it.
Pens. And begin.
Hey, you sucker. Pick up the phone. You know what you did, you mother. You told me, oh, I'll get you free, you'll pass everyone and take off. And you mother said on the tarmac for an hour. You did it, mother. I can't believe you did that. Do you know how miserable it is to sit on a plane for an hour? Just twiddle your thumbs? You mother. Can't believe. I'm so pissed. I swear to God, I threatened to kick your ass, but time and gravity are doing it for me. I hope you die, mother.
Pens down.
Okay.
How many did you get?
I got 16 on that one.
I got 17.
Okay.
Now, this one's going to be a little harder to calculate because that was only 40 seconds. Sorry, Dan. Do it, bud.
That's one swear word every 2.35 seconds.
Ooh.
Which is technically better than Gavin's F-bombs, but if we're going on total number of curses, Gavin's got you beat by 5/10.
Sound like its own?
Yeah.
Damn. I can't. Let's see. Rocket coat. Voicemails. We need a break here, right, Cliff?
Yes.
All right, I'll check some of these during the break. And you still have Coach Joe's voicemail?
Joe. Yes, I do.
Do we need the pen for that one?
No.
We'll be back.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show.
Pump up the volume, pump up the volume, pump up the volume.
We're back to the Russ Martin Show.
All right, I forget where you told me Coach Lyle's voicemail was, John.
Joe Avizano's voicemail was in the flash I plugged in earlier. There's only two things on there. One from Letty, one from, which is old, and the other one from Coach Joe.
All right, I see it. What was he, a special teams coach?
Yes. And then head coach of the Dallas Desperados arena football team.
How long was it with the Cowboys? Was it from Jimmy Johnson through
somewhere
Parcells?
I don't think he made it to Parcells. I think he left probably 97, 98, but it's probably 10 years.
Okay.
JD, hey, this is Joe Avizano.
And how do you know Coach Joe again?
I've known him for years. I used to do the special teams things at Cowboys in Arlington. He'd do that every year with the Cowboys, bring out the special teams for Special Olympics, and I would host it for the radio station. So I've known him that long, and then we did the Dancing with the Stars for Charity thing just locally here in Dallas about 4 months ago.
All right.
Didn't he do at one point like a country album with...
Yes.
Coach Joe did?
Yes. He loves to sing. He has a band, and he loves to sing.
I mean, I think he had some of the Cowboys on there, and I don't remember it being
musical.
JD, hey, this is Joe Avizano. I got a couple things that really important. Number one, obviously, the Cowboys are struggling right now because of injuries, and I'm prepared to go to Jerry Jones and Wade Phillips and say, hey, if we can get Russ Martin to come out of retirement.
This has got to stop.
I don't care if he says anything else. That's all I needed to hear.
I met him once in the hall 2 days ago.
He knows you. He's a big fan of the show.
He stopped me. I still don't know why he was in the building. He stopped me as if he had just seen me 3 minutes prior. We had a conversation. He came up and he said, man, you got to get out of retirement.
But he's such a dry wit. I don't know if he's kidding. I think he knows you never played. I will call him and set him straight, however.
Struggling right now because of injuries, and I'm prepared to go to Jerry Jones and Wade Phillips and say, hey, if we can get Russ Martin to come out of retirement and get himself a little bit of shape, come out of retirement, he can really help right now.
God.
And that's really important. So, but now I got to tell you, I'm banking on this, on all these stories about his athletic prowess. And
my athletic prowess?
Prowess.
That's when you're above prowess.
He's a coach. Let him go.
Makes me sound like a cougar.
He knows all about prowess.
All these stories about his athletic prowess and his having played before. I mean, I'm buying into it. And so if he's ready to go, I'll make the call in a second. I'm willing to do so.
Let him call.
Okay.
Don't tell him anything otherwise. Let him call Jerry Jones.
We've looked through all the record books and I don't see the Russ Martin. But you looked at the team photo. He wasn't there that day.
Yeah, I was.
You weren't there photo day. We've looked it up. There's no 21 in the photo.
Well, that was in the 78 picture. I think the 79. There was 1 year that I was there, but I was black that year.
Yeah, that was 78. 79
is black that year?
Uh-huh.
I'd like to see that picture. 79 team photo.
That was 78. 79 I didn't make.
My bad.
78 was when I was black. Quota.
Okay. Also, because we want to get Russ and his band out here to Coach Joe's, place I'm very familiar with here in Frisco, Coach Joe's Sports Grill, because we got a beautiful stage, and we want to get the big band because he and I have something else in common besides the Cowboys, and that is we do whatever we can to raise money for law enforcement. It's something.
So is he a big police fire supporter?
Yes, very much so. And he has his own band.
I posted a few of the shows.
What?
A few of the shows that he has done at his other bar, I've hosted, and sure enough, there's the flyer says it supports some sort of police foundation almost every time.
Have you heard his band play?
I have not heard them personally. I've heard about them.
You've heard it, John?
Oh, yes. He would play every year at the special teams for Special Olympics. It was
So there was really no damage done.
God. Coach Joe is there.
Big guy, good.
Quit it. Near and dear to my heart, and I know Russ's background is the same way. So, if you'll get back to me, I really appreciate it. But again, man, if he'll come out of retirement, I think we got something here. Think what the ratings would be if he was actually playing with the Cowboys and doing his talk show. Whoa. Well, anyway, hey, have somebody get back to me. I got a bunch of those ideas. We need to get on this real quick.
I don't care how stupid of a bit this is. Just to have a real coach from the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah.
Ask me to come out of retirement.
Screw Deion Sanders. Darren Woodson.
Man, those guys.
Dan, what is the link you just sent me?
It's the link to your 1978 Cowboys. Picture is on the right.
Oh, damn.
Does this blow up?
No, if it did, I would have sent you that link. It's just right there.
Okay, where's number 21?
Bottom row, close to the middle.
Bitch, I can count. All right, John.
That's not you. That's a black guy.
What did I say?
You weren't black. You didn't turn black. You never played for the Cowboys. Quit it. You got coaches calling in. You got players calling in. You got Walt Garrison calling in. Quit it.
Walt Garrison was actually impressed by my,
my
style.
God.
The suppressed dynamics of my bench.
You're
sitting
in there.
Walt Garrison said it. I believe we even had somebody else call in about it.
We did, actually. I can't remember who the other player was. But yes, I know they're lining up now. Coach is wanting you to come back. Stop!
Man, what are you talking about? I'm going back to playing for the Cowboys.
Oh, my God.
Now, I tried going out to Coach Joe's place the day he stopped me in the hall, and I got as far as Preston Road and Main Street in Frisco, and I got tired of looking for it.
Like I said, I've never been there, but I hear it's huge and the patio's very large, and he'd love the van to come out there and play.
Okay.
He's all over it. He's the one that approached me at the dancing thing and said, hey, I've been meaning to call him. He wanted to talk to you. So.
All right, if he's pro-police fire, I got no problems with it.
Perfect.
Especially if he's going to be my foot in the door.
Oh, God. There's no foot in the door at the Cowboys.
How much damage, put the bit aside, how much damage could I do?
Again, you really have a point there. I'd like to argue with you, but there.
All I got to do is stay out of the way.
In fact, they told Brad Johnson, just don't lose. Don't throw it. Don't hand it off. Just don't lose. I don't know what else he can do. Like I said, we don't have an offensive line, and he can't throw the ball.
Yeah, it's a bad combo.
Yeah, you can't run the ball, you can't throw it.
Just go out and take a knee every time. Just see how we do.
What are they going to do? Snap the ball? Brad turns around and hands it to UPS? It doesn't sound like there are too many, as absurd as that sounds, too many other options. Just a little bitty mini brown truck comes up, run.
It seems to me they could get on the offensive line and get them to. Those guys are being paid a lot of money to do something. If that's your only way to score, that would be the only thing I'd be working on this week if I was Wade Phillips.
Well, you also have the unexpected. And I don't know why they weren't better prepared. And again, this is coming from a real naive viewpoint. Why you wouldn't be better prepared if all your eggs were in the Romo basket.
Correct.
And then somebody drops that, and you gotta scramble to go get a quarterback.
Maybe they thought he was better. Maybe he's just gotten out there.
You take him out on the field and let him throw the ball. And if it doesn't look good, you don't give him the gig.
You don't give him the ball, and then you replace him like they should this week. At least give the other guy a shot.
Yeah, the Cowboys haven't drafted a quarterback since Quincy Carter, and they really need to draft a young quarterback.
Where's Quincy Carter these days?
Who knows?
Okay, I thought he was pretty good.
No.
Okay, my bad.
And with the positive drug test, I don't think that's a road Jerry wants to go back down.
Doesn't seem to bother him. Plus, Pac-Man's back in a few weeks, isn't he?
He'll be eligible in a few weeks.
All right. Ready, Dan?
Sure. Oh, did you get that the link that I sent you earlier? I pulled it up on your computer as well. I don't know if you had a chance to look at it yet. A celebration in Philadelphia last night. The Phillies won the World Series, so some of the fans took to the streets.
Some in the streets, mugging for the cameras. And
one guy decided to climb a street light.
It doesn't sound...
No. I think I cleared it out when I pull up my roster picture.
I'll send it to you here in a little bit.
All right, go ahead.
Thursday, October 30th, 2008. Birthdays today. Ivanka Trump, Donald Trump's daughter, turns 27. Snow turns 40. He's apparently a Canadian rapper.
Canadian rapper, yep.
Informer, man.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
He's an informer?
That was his big hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gavin Rossdale turns 43. Harry Hamlin from Dancing with the Stars and L.A. Law turns 57. The Fonz, Henry Winkler, 63. And Dick Gautier, Jaime the robot on Get Smart turns 77.
Genius. Genius?
Jaime.
Well, yeah, what about him? How's that genius?
I'm not going to explain it to you. And I'm not going to have you slam Dick Gautier's legacy.
Oh, Jaime the robot.
Dude, climb off me.
On this day in history, back in 1938, Orson Welles made his infamous War of the Worlds radio broadcast. Millions of listeners thought New Jersey was actually being invaded by aliens. One Pittsburgh woman was found with a bottle of poison, saying she'd rather die that way.
And I know to listen to that and think that that's too fantastic to believe, with as inundated as we are with news, internet, electronic media, the things you can get on your cell phone. The radio was the only way people got news back in the 20s. There was no television. That was it. And you had a lot of people tune in the middle of the War of the Worlds broadcast. And Orson Welles did that purposely.
How? What so?
They made it sound believable, like a live newscast.
Well, yeah, because that was the whole shtick. But they came on and said, this is artistic. This is a drama.
They did it at the beginning, and I believe they did it in the middle.
Okay.
But there weren't enough advisories that this wasn't real. So all you got to do is listen 10, 15 minutes. And if that's the only source of any breaking news, you're going to take that as real.
That's funny, 'cause we don't believe anything anymore. You see something on television, and you're like, World Trade Center, sure. Because everything's just so photoshopped. But you're right, back then it created...
What were you going to say, Trey?
I was going to, because I know there's a law, like, you can't perpetrate a hoax. Is that where War of the Worlds, is that where that kind of stems from?
Probably so, because I think afterwards, Orson Welles and what a fantastic coincidence. It was on the CBS radio network. He was sued. I don't know how it turned out, but they had several lawsuits that added up to like $800,000.
Wow.
So this company has a legacy.
From the beginning?
Of monumental cups. Thank you. I'm proud to be part of its heritage. Go ahead, Dan.
And on this day in history, back in 1983, the good Reverend Jesse Jackson announced his plans to become the first black man to mount a full-scale campaign for the Democratic presidential nomination. But first, he mounted somebody else.
And that's that lives, the fact that Obama is as close as he is, that lives inside Jesse Jackson's a-hole nonstop.
Absolutely. He made it, and there's no way in the world Jesse could ever make it as president.
Well, if you took it and made it a broad-based platform as opposed to being an activist, black, white, regardless, if you got a certain agenda and it doesn't appeal to the masses, you ain't going to make it.
You got to give it to Obama. He has run just a beautifully orchestrated campaign.
I didn't see the infomercial that Obama ran last night, but somebody involved with it said he needed to come off as white as he could.
Well, and it was very generic. It was beautifully shot. It was, very well edited. It was just a fluff piece. It was 30 minutes of Aren't I Great? Amber waves of gray in slow motion, the whole thing.
How many different networks carried it?
7.
All simultaneously?
Mm-hmm. Because there was a live portion of it at the end.
Okay. I'm sorry, go ahead, Dan.
No, the man that you were talking about, Bill Thompson, a pioneer in direct response marketing who had actually advised Ross Perot in his presidential bid, said if Obama wins next week, the infomercial would have been worth the money. And he actually went on to say he needed to make himself look totally white.
God.
He says it's going to come down to whether the average Joe or Jane accepts Barack Obama as an African American or a human being.
Well, he's been very, very careful not to push a black agenda. Some of the black leaders got mad at him for that, but it's not. The president is not a black-white issue.
No, but some of them absolutely want that to be a strong part of his platform is, all right, we got somebody black in the White House. It's time for all these things we were pushing for with Sharpton and Jesse Jackson. It's time to have some of these changes made. We finally got a butt in the House.
Well, I know, but still he has to go through predominantly, I would assume, white Congress and Senate.
It's got nothing to do with any racial undertones, overtones. Just because there's a black guy in the White House doesn't mean he's going to have a black agenda.
No,
he better not.
He's going out of his way to say that over and over and over. You want to hear the end of his deal last night? I got the last minute on got 2:12 on my flash. I'm sorry, 2:13.
Okay.
In 6 days, we can come together as one nation and one people, and once more choose our better history. That's what's at stake, That's what we're fighting for the small business owner in Denver to keep his doors open, for the hard-working couple in Cincinnati to retire in comfort, for the young student in Fort Lauderdale to afford her tuition.
This is what's going to drive him right into the White House. It's just the charisma that goes along with him, his image, his speeches.
He's really, really good. And if you don't look closely, you're right. You buy into it. You believe it.
And America, in this last week, if you will knock on some doors for me.
And stay there.
Russell. Stop it. Lord.
You will knock on some doors for me. If you'll make some calls for me. If you'll go to BarackObama.com and find out where to vote. If you'll stand with me and fight by my side and cast your ballot for me, then I promise you, we will not just win Florida, we will win this election. And together, we will change this country and change the world. Thank you. God bless you. And may God bless the United States of America.
And it doesn't matter where you stand as far as your political views. You can listen to that, and you can still get a sense of patriotic enthusiasm out of it.
The music swells, and again, the slow motion with the flag and the whole thing. It was a beautiful 30-minute infomercial. Very well done.
And even if McCain is better qualified, he just is not going to give off the image of being that charismatic. You can't. Not necessarily his fault, and it's really not a requirement to be president. But all we're talking about is a popularity contest. Who's going to get to it? It's like in high school. It's got nothing to do with qualifications.
Not at all. It's a telegenic world that we live in, and you're going to put the two of them side by side, and you vote for Obama. I didn't, but...
You already voted?
Yeah, yesterday. Took about 10 minutes. No problem at all. Walked in. I asked the lady, I said, they've been doing it for a week or so. She said, every morning, 7 a.m., the doors are open and people are lined up. And it goes all day. We don't slow down at all.
All right. How are we doing, Chloe?
I need a break.
Okay. Bye.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show.
Is that you on the hotline, Dan? All right, what do you got?
All right, this look at traffic is brought to us by Don Davis Auto in Dallas. 635 westbound of Marsh Lane. You have an accident on the right shoulder, which is, of course, adding to already heavy delays. Also in Dallas, 35 northbound after 635. You have an accident in the HOV in the left lanes, which is blocking those up, obviously, so you have to go around to the right. Also, Dallas, 35 southbound at Walton Walker. You have an accident. And in Irving, 183 westbound at Carl Road, there's an accident blocking the left lane. That backup is all the way to Loop 12. And another problem on 635 in Dallas. This one, westbound at Plano Road, the two left lanes are closed due to a crash, and the eastbound onlookers are slow from Skillman as well. There's your check of traffic. I'm Dan O'Malley on the Russ Martin Show.
Thank you, Daniel. All right, 53 for the low tonight, and probably near 80 tomorrow and all the way through the weekend. We have 80 now at Live 105.3.
Craig, what was the audio you asked me about during the break?
It's a story they're talking about. Clinton was campaigning for Obama the last couple of days, and in talking about what...
Bill Clinton.
All
right.
And talking about what Obama did during the economic kind of meltdown and how he handled it. A lot of people are saying it was kind of a backhanded compliment to Obama because he talks about all the people he called, and then he called Bill and Hillary and all these other people, and saying he didn't know what was going on. It was too complicated, and he wanted...
Where's the audio?
My file, Daily Audio, says Clinton on Obama during...
Got it.
When this financial mess broke, Senator Obama, first of all, met with his advisors Then he got on the phone and called all my economic advisors. Then he called Hillary. Then he called me. Then he called a bunch of other people.
H&R Block. Bought some software that the tax preparation thing is. He got that.
Got the green prayer towel.
That'd be the only thing to pull his ass out of there. I understand that Clinton is trying to point out how resourceful Obama is.
Mm-hmm. That was clearly the intent, yeah.
Checked all his different sources, took the information, extrapolated it, and then got his green prayer cloth. But yeah, you don't get that vibe that it's this is our dude.
He panicked. He got on the phone to everybody. Everybody he knew. Some people he didn't know.
And by the way,
what?
This audio is a combination of two different Clinton speeches, because in the middle it'll sound a little bit different. So
okay, but both of these are contemporary, last month or so.
Yesterday.
Oh, well, it's contemporary.
Economic advisors. Then he called Hillary. Then he called me. Then he called a bunch of other people. And he said, the first thing he said was,
huh?
Said was, I want to make sure I understand this. This is...
Oh, Bill.
He's campaigning for who?
That's like something I'd say.
Make sure I understand this. This is highly complicated. He talked to his advisors. He talked to my economic advisors. He called Hillary. He called me. He called Warren Buffett. He called Paul Volcker. He called those people. You know why? Because he knew it was complicated, and before he said anything, he wanted to understand. He has executed this campaign in a way that is different from modern and forward-thinking, something no one else ever could have done. He could...
What?
He's taking a departure from common sense and forward-thinking. No. Let me listen again.
From modern and forward... He has executed this campaign in a way that is different from modern and forward-thinking, something no one else ever could have done. Yeah. He can be the chief executor of good intentions as president.
Intentions?
Is he drunk?
No, I don't think so.
Is he mad?
Well, is he mad that Hillary's not the...
He sounds mad.
A lot of people would say, well, and also it's a lot of ego with Clinton of, well, he called me, he didn't understand it, but he called me so because I understand.
I can explain it to him.
Were you going to say something, Dan? Nah.
Advisors. He talked to my economic advisors. He called Hillary. He called me. He called Warren Buffett. He called Paul Volcker. He called those people. You know why? Because he knew.
Because he doesn't understand. He doesn't have a clue. All they have to do is pull this clip, and that's McCain's new ad all the way through next Tuesday.
Absolutely. Run it all weekend.
Because Obama was so hard on McCain about that, because when McCain said he suspended his campaign, but then, he didn't know what he was doing. And
Obama said several times that McCain doesn't understand. He doesn't get it.
Right.
All the way they're going to spin that is, these are all the people that I have at my beck and call to, in case there's a crisis. That's what a president does. A president doesn't fly off the handle. A president brings in his friends.
Well, that you always have your advisory staff, your chief advisors, but don't let anybody make any type of public statement that says, he called everybody. Dad, he called me nonstop. And he called me 3 or 4 times, told me the same thing every time. But don't say, so he could understand.
They said it was very complicated. I don't got a clue. So you can see both spins on this. Well, Obama's people...
There's no other spin to go along with this. He called me. He called Hillary. He called Warren Buffett. He called Jimmy Buffett. He called... he called Hinojosa. He called everybody.
Advisors. He called Hillary. He called me. He called Warren Buffett. He called Paul Volcker. He called those people. You know why? Because he knew it was complicated, and before he said anything, he wanted to understand. He has executed this campaign in a way that is different from modern and forward-thinking, something no one else ever could have done. He can be the chief.
What Clinton meant to say, he was thinking outside the box.
Right. That's not the way it came out.
It would have been funny to come out of Clinton's mouth.
Something no one else ever could have done. He can be the chief executor of good intentions as president.
Chief executor of good intentions?
Yeah.
He's drunk.
We call him a good humor man. That's not very powerful.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
The chief executor of good intentions. Sounds like you're like the party dude in the Good Times van.
Sounds like a Willy Wonka movie.
He's got all the candy.
I want to be president because I'm a good time.
It's a good time, White House.
No.
Yeah, tie-dye White House.
No.
Right back here is the first Good Times van. Van 1. Me and my wife right there painted on the side in front of the waterfalls naked.
No.
I want to be your next president because I'm a good time.
The campaign stickers and the placards are just him with a big cheesy grin and a thumbs up. I got you a good time.
You give him 4 or 5 months in the White House, he can stick out his new poster, Stoned Again.
Yeah. That's for a second term.
We're screwed. McCain or Obama, it's of no consequence. We're screwed.
I don't think
there ain't no happy ending.
That's not
there is
true.
no story. All right, let's say McCain got in and actually made a difference in 4 years.
Okay.
You think he's going to live another 4?
No, I don't. I think at that point, somebody else is going to, hopefully we'll find somebody else a little more ready. And everybody's saying Palin's now looking at the office. I think she's being really.
She's not what?
She's looking at the office maybe for 12.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the presidential?
Yes.
Yeah, she won't go near that.
That's a little sunshine.
She doesn't need to be anywhere where she is now.
Exactly.
You know, that's got to eat Hillary's, all of it.
You know what? Actually, fine. If Palin run, like you said, McCain wins and he doesn't go for a second term, but Palin goes for it, obviously Hillary's going to be back, and Hillary would trounce that woman.
I think Bill's already laid the groundwork for Hillary coming back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, with this.
Oh, I don't think Palin could take a run at it, but even after 4 years of being VP,
all it takes is a few years to change your public image. People will buy it.
If you do, you do enough photo ops, enough good things.
We do stupid things all the time. It's not out of our realm.
Very true.
All right, ready, Dan?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. 5:07. Dan O'Malley's here with more news.
Thank you, Russ. Oh, actually, JD mentioned the green cloth of, what is it? The prayer.
Prayer hanky.
Well, the green handkerchief of prosperity. From, Don Stewart?
Yes. Apostle Don.
They had prayer. Why do you bring it up?
I got an email about it. Hey, guys, I don't see what's so wrong with the green cloth of hope or whatever it's called. People need to find hope sometimes, and if that hope can be as simple as a symbolic piece of cloth, then why is that so bad?
JD's the one that's against it.
It's not bad, except, as I went to order my green cloth on the internet, there's a lot of sites that are related to him and the scam that he projects. And all I was saying...
If I were you, I'd throw allegedly in someplace in there.
Certainly allegedly. I found it on the internet. God knows it's not real.
Okay.
But my point was, okay, if the green hanky makes you feel good and it really does something for you, that's fine. That's belief. That's faith. But my point originally was the people that might walk away from a doctor or medicine because they think that's going to solve their problems. That's my only issue.
That happens with any religion, any faith, any faction, any ministry.
It does, and that's wrong.
All you've got to do is read the Bible, which would make you asking my name and you'll get it. Okay, well, that's enough. It's actually in print. So I'm not going to go to the doctor. Okay. I don't need it. It says right here, best-selling book of all times, that all I got to do is ask in his name and I'll get it. And now I got my green prayer hanky to go along with it.
You're right. And
I'm a shoe-in.
There are religions that are based on it. Christian Scientists.
So what's your issue?
I just think if you can stop somebody like that. Now, granted, you're not going to stop the Bible, and you're not going to stop the few nuts out there that want to believe if I just sit here on my knees long enough and pray, it'll happen. But again, it's just... I'm going to find out. I've ordered the green hanky or whatever it's called. You have to go on the internet. You have to go on their website, give them your name, give them a phone number, an address, and an email. And so they have not contacted me yet, though. That was yesterday.
Well, they're not going to call you until you get your green hanky of prosperity.
If I get it for free?
Then Apostle Stewart calls to check on you and see how God's blessed your life.
And see how much he wants me to give him. If I get it for free, I'll take back everything I said. If I get it and they don't bother me, I'll say, okay, I was wrong. They are actually sending these out for free.
Well, if you follow the logic of everything you've said, of people walking away from medical attention because they think that a miracle is going to come from this green handkerchief, then you don't like any religion.
No.
Because any religion is going to promise some type of miracle, some type of guidance, some type of supernatural intervention, and people might not go to the doctor.
Not all religions.
All of them.
Church.
It's faith-based, and that's going to make me rethink going to the doctor because I've got a supreme being that I can go to as opposed to a mortal guy who just went to college.
Like I said, at my church, they never say, don't go to the doctor, don't take your stuff because God will take care of you. Never. Now, Christian Scientists do.
Well, there are Christians, I mean, people of all faiths. If you're desperate and you're looking for a miracle, whether it comes from a green handkerchief or you see Benny Hinn or whoever, you're already open to that.
I like the old guy that used to play with his crack hanging out.
Benny Hill.
That's Benny Hill.
Oh.
Benny Hudson.
Why can't Benny Hill be a religious symbol?
Well, certainly could. I suppose he just never was.
It certainly would keep my interest.
Hell yeah.
I used to watch that show just praying.
What, Trey?
If that person, I mean, no one's going to walk away. That person's going to walk away from a doctor. For some reason, they're looking for something.
Some kind of miracle anyway.
That's what I said.
I know.
Any religion is going to promise some type of contact with a deity that's going to be able to intervene with your illness.
This isn't
so.
Again,
what?
This guy's not new. This has been going on forever. Continues to go on with the Robert Tiltons of the world. Send me this.
Well, my dad used to order prayer cloths from some Pentecostal evangelist when I was a kid, and he'd go and he'd pray on that thing for hours. It didn't work out for him, though.
Russell did too. He had a wonderful life.
Daddy, you took that cloth and rubbed it somewhere when he went looking.
When I saw this program on the satellite over the weekend, I had to watch the entire thing because it was something straight out of the 60s, promising a cloth, and I've laid my hands on it, and he actually, the Apostle Stewart glued the green cloth to his hand and stuck it up to the television screen so I could pray with him. I'll be damned if I almost didn't get up. I mean, really, what's it going to cost? Nobody's up. Nobody's going to see me do it. I see Amy walking in about the time I'm praying with this old guy on TV.
What's wrong with you?
I'm pushing the TV back some.
It's mounted on the wall.
Scared me.
The thing I'm curious, though, to see with JD getting his handkerchief thing is, since they got all of that information, I wonder how long you said it'll be before they contact him. So really, is the handkerchief technically just a sales lead?
Possibly, I guess. Yeah.
Let me argue JD's side.
I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there because to me it would. I'm saying it is.
I would say most of the time, yeah, that's what it is. It just allows me contact with somebody. So then I can say, all right, you know what? We send you the green prayer cloth. We're going to check on you from time to time. And if you want your prosperity to increase, then you're going to have to tithe to the ministry. And you just decide how much money you want to get back from God. Give me $250. There's probably $1,000 sitting around for you someplace. And they've got testimonials on that website of people nonstop. I did this. I got my prayer cloth. I gave money to the ministry. And then I got my own business. I got $100,000. And it was just person after person. Not one time did they show some guy stand up and go, I didn't get a damn thing.
Sit down.
I got my great prayer cloth and I got repossessed.
What did you send us? How much? How much did you send the ministry? How much did you give to God?
You just said ask for the prayer cloth.
How much did you give to God? You never get anything back for free.
I got nothing to give. I got the prayer cloth, and then if I got money, I was going to give some of it back to the church. I didn't get a damn thing. I got dick.
God says you suck. Like I said, at some point they will contact me, and it's interesting. I don't know that this is the case, but the fact that you have to do it online tells them that
you can also call.
I looked everywhere. The phone number was a 2.
But you can also call, so the online thing is no consequence.
Okay, well, that's the way I did it. So we'll see if we get it for free, and they don't.
So why internet is concerning?
I just thought maybe they'd have people that, at that point they knew that have computers and would have enough money to maybe support their ministry versus just a phone call.
No. during the whole, I'm going to call it an infomercial because I'm going to guess he bought the time.
Sure.
The entire show, they're saying call this number on the screen.
Okay. I'll look it up and see if I can get a direct line to somebody and get me one quicker.
It's actually, as far as evangelists go, it's brilliant because it's a soft sell saying, oh, we're going to give you something. We're not asking for anything. And so some people, that's going to foster a trust that where you normally would call them and say, give us your credit card number, then we'll talk.
Well, it's going to make it's going to open up my heart to God if somebody says, I'll give this to you. And I prayed, I touched this, God has laid his hand on it, I'm giving it to you, I'm not going to ask for anything, and then prosperity is obviously going to come at you. And we didn't ask for anything. You look like a bigger dick if I'll promise you salvation for $30 or $40.
Right. You can give me this for free? I've got it in my hand.
It's also the same sales tactic that drug dealers use. We're going to give you this first hit for free. But then if you want some salvation, we're going to need some cash.
Well, it's not the same thing as a drug dealer, because if you give me that green cloth and don't nothing happen, I ain't buying nothing from you.
I expect me a miracle. You send me this green cloth.
Yeah, we certainly did. And miracles coming. You just got to believe.
Oh, we got plenty of other things to sell. If the green cloth, you ready for the miracle? You can take this green prayer cloth. We've got these other things. Look at all these fabulous prizes. Here's the sweet toilet of the Trinity. It includes the miniature Jesus sitting on his communion commode. And for my Jewish brothers and sisters, I haven't forgotten you. You can reap the benefits of salvation. Amen. You can reap the benefits of salvation. God loves music. God loves music. God loves music. Music brings miracles. And for $12.99, I'll send you this special mouth harp only for my Jewish friends. Just in time for the Festival of Lights. Amen. You can please God as you serenade him with your Hanukkah harmonica.
You write a whole line of different religions.
Get back in God's good graces. Maybe he'll forget about the rumble that you had with his kid. And for my youngest Jewish followers, here's the Jew kazoo. Am I done?
Up to you. Apostle Russ. Apostle Russ.
God loves miracles. Music will bring you a miracle. Amen? Bring out that Jew kazoo. God also likes for your hair to be clean. Yeah, I love that. For $3, I'll send you the Jew shampoo. Jew, he wants you to have eternal salvation, but first you need to protect your soul and your head.
Yeah.
And you can do that with my trauma yarmulke.
Now you done.
So it means nothing whether it's a green prayer cloth or you got the toilet of the Trinity.
And just, again, we go back to prayer. If it makes you feel better, no harm. I just think sometimes old people will give, and this is the oldest trick in the book, will give their last dollar to somebody because they're up in the middle of the night, their life's over, they're losing their health or their house, and they'll give their last $200 instead of rent. I'm going to give it to God.
All right, well, $200 isn't going to get you out of whatever hole you're in.
Well, sometimes.
And if there's anything that comes from this, it's worth the crapshoot. You've gone through everything else. And you know what? Why didn't you go to God?
Directly?
Why didn't you go to God when things were cool? When you were living in prosperity? Why is it you didn't go to God until your life went to piss?
That's what God's there for, to help me out.
God is there to thank for everything that you have. That's the only time when people are in dire straits, then they go to God. And at that point, he don't want to hear from you because you're a pain in the ass.
Again, that's why people find God in prison. He is everywhere. He's not just in prison.
Made it sound like they locked him up.
That's a law.
There he is. There he is over there, next to that one.
So protect your skull with my trauma yarmulke. I pray over each yarmulke before it's mailed out to you, guaranteed to protect your skull. You always want to test it on a Protestant first, though.
You want this last one?
Yeah.
All Also, for my Jewish partners, prosperity is just a phone call away. It's toll free.
Oh, good. Are you ready for it?
Jesus turned water into wine. And you can too.
What's this gonna be?
You want a miracle? I'm ready to send it to you. Jesus turned the water into wine, and now you can do it at home. I'll send you my kit complete with everything you need to make tasty alcoholic beverages for Hanukkah. Making beer and wine is a perfect addition for the holidays. With your new Hebrew.
Get it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. My face hurts. The Hebrew.
Your brand new Hebrew herb. You toast to God and forget about all the miscommunications you had with Jesus in the past.
Misunderstanding.
Have a party with your friends and later you can go and cleanse your soul with the Mr. Bubble Nazareth sponge bath.
I know, I'm done. Do we need a break?
Yeah.
Thanks.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show.
We can celebrate
The most addictive show on the radio. The Russ Martin Show. We're back to the Russ Martin Show. Call Russ now at 214-787-1053.
All right, Dan, you ready to finish news?
Sure, but you should take line 3 first.
What do they want?
A number of people call in, showing in their own way the great appreciation for Apostle Russ and all of his fabulous items.
Yes, Steve.
I really appreciate it. Russ, I was laughing so hard I almost wet my pants and ran into my garage door. I really appreciate that.
You did what with your garage door?
I ran into my garage door. To put it in park and ran through my bottom 2 panels of my garage door. So I just want to say thanks.
It was pretty good. It was very good. But I wouldn't see the Hebrew coming.
Just tied in back to the Jewish community.
I understand. It's very nice of you to offer some things to them. Fabulous prizes.
You ready, Dan?
Sure. Could you take 2? Because I didn't know what he was talking about.
All right. Yes, Dennis.
Yeah, I don't know if you remember a while back on TV, like Sunday night, a guy named Dr. Gene Scott.
Oh, yeah, late 80s, into the 90s.
Yeah, he'd come in, you sit there, I watched him one night, and he's sitting there preaching, smoking on a cigar and everything, and he come in, and wasn't nobody calling in, and he got up and got real mad, said if they don't start calling in and don't donate money and everything else, he was going to go off the TV that night, and next thing you know, phones were ringing and all that, and all he would show was his racing horses on TV.
Yeah, he was, his whole ministry just seemed to be based on hate.
Yeah. And he finally slid off, man. He started showing videos of his racehorses, and then girls in teabags on roller skating down his driveway for 20 minutes. I kid you not.
I remember that, and I can't remember how he tied it back into the ministry.
I'm not sure he ever did. He just went, here's some video to watch while you call me and give me some cash. And it was his horses, and then it was him riding, and then it was these girls roller skating and teabags.
Did he ever address the ministry? The gospel? The Bible?
Not during
Jesus?
Nope.
God?
That was during
Jews?
I
You didn't have
the Phil section. You go, while you're calling me, you're going to watch this. This is gonna be part of my ministry. Then he'd get up on the blackboard and he'd write out a bunch of stuff that made no sense to me. So he was just an oddity.
All right. What are these links you sent me, Dan?
The YouTube link is a link of the Dr. Gene Scott. It's from some documentary. I'm not sure how good the audio is. I don't have the speakers in here, but...
All right. I'll listen to it during the break.
Got it.
All right. Go ahead.
Iranian President Mahmoud Ahmadinejad said today that the world's bullying powers are hated globally and are near collapse. The present situation, he went on to say, is a great chance to introduce pure Islamic thoughts and ideals, as well as Iran's Islamic revolution. In addition, the Iranian president is under fire worldwide for his comments on the destruction of Israel, his suspicions of the September 11 terror attacks, and his belief that homosexuals should be executed and or tortured.
Why would Putin and Ahmadinejad, right? Mm-hmm. Why would they care about their image?
Ahmadinejad, because he very much wants to be respected more than he is. You know, he wants to be a power player, but then he...
You mean respected by anybody outside of Russia?
Yeah. Respected.
Because it sounds like Putin and Ahmadinejad have that part of the world covered.
Putin, I mean...
I know it's an empty part of the show. Go ahead.
Iran is like Russia's little brother. I mean, they kind of keep him under control. All right, you can go play, but don't go too far.
Okay.
Putin, obviously, and becoming a world power, their combined oil wealth is, they control a lot of the oil.
Well, the reason I ask why are they really concerned about their PR is, at this point, they're really going into different areas, and they're taking anything that they think needs to be part of the new Soviet Union. So what do you care if anybody likes you or not? You're going to do it.
I think they proved that with Georgia and the tanks.
Truth of the matter is, I don't think Putin really... I mean, he wants to be respected by the world, but at the same time, I don't think he really gives a flying rat's ass. But Ahmadinejad, Iran is...
So what, are they into the situation now of playing a good dictator, bad dictator?
Ahmadinejad's just a nut. I mean, he really is just an absolute nut. I mean, he's the one who got it when he was in the United States, got up and said, homosexuality does not exist in Iran.
Well, he could be right. You could have the thoughts of it, but you're not actually going to go out and act on it, especially if you're going to be tortured. Of course, in my own mind, I don't see how anything could be worse than having balls in your face.
It's going to get worse than this.
It's not bad enough. God's already put me in this situation where I got balls in my face.
No, it's going to be torture.
What do you think balls in your face is?
You like it.
All right, Dan, go ahead.
All right, ExxonMobil, of course, the world's largest publicly traded oil company, reported income Thursday.
That was another soundbite, wasn't it? Balls in my face. JD told me I like it.
Mm-hmm. God. Please. That's not my fault. What? Don't damn me. You're the one that said the balls in the face thing.
We got enough queer issues with this show. I don't need you throwing out Dan.
ExxonMobil reported income Thursday that shattered its own record for the biggest profit from operations by U.S. corporation earning.
Well, good. I was worried about that.
$14.83 billion in the third quarter. Yet numbers contained within the company's most recent financial report revealed production numbers that continue to sag, and shares slipped 3% in midday trading.
Obviously no Christmas bonuses.
I bet they get a Christmas party.
Hang on a second. Let me ask Gavin, since this came up yesterday.
Oh,
what? Hurry.
Say it. Alex called me from Sugar Babies, said they've already hit him up to try to cater the thing.
Why, of course.
CBS?
Yeah, for trade.
Gavin.
Yeah, bud.
What are you doing?
Working.
Oh, are we buddies again?
For now.
You left a message for me earlier that called me colorful names.
And you deserve it. If you want to apologize, then I'll be buddies with you.
How am I supposed to overlook that voicemail?
How am I supposed to overlook the throwing under the bus?
I didn't throw you under the bus. I called David Henry to see if I could hire a producer to take this workload off of you. Obviously, I'm thinking in your interest, not mine.
No.
And you still don't seem concerned that your midday show got David Henry's voicemails and aired them.
I'm going to talk to my midday show about that.
Why wouldn't that be job one?
Because I haven't spoken with them today.
They were here. I saw them in the building.
I know they were here.
So you got time to call and shoo me, but nothing to say to them.
Man, they were doing something, and they were back there with their new buddy, David Henry, because everyone's buddies with David Henry.
Yeah, they were sitting in his office.
Yeah, so they're sitting with David Henry in his office.
Are you feeling dejected?
I'm feeling not needed.
I was looking for a new feeling.
You see.
All right. I'm going to talk to him. I forgot what I was going to ask. Yes? What?
So there is somewhere a audio of your voicemail too.
I'm sure
David.
there is, if it aired on this station. I've already told you what it says. It's damn close to what I threw out. Gavin's overloaded. Let me hire a real producer. Gavin doesn't have to worry about staying till 7 o'clock.
And bring back Bob McNeil?
I just threw that out as an option. At least Bob McNeil didn't come to work, but he didn't try to cover it. He just said, I don't want to come to work.
I don't like that place.
It's that type of honesty that I want to work in that environment.
And when he was here, he would chip balls in the hallway to work on his golf game.
But he was always accessible. All right, Dan, go ahead.
After a wave of layoffs earlier this month, trustees with the Dallas Independent School District will vote on new rules concerning their financial dealings with the district. The new rules could prohibit the district from using vendors with financial ties to the trustees. While trustees are voting on the new policy, outraged parents, students, and DISD staff will be protesting outside. The protesters are expected, of course, to be focused on Superintendent Michael Hinojosa, who they said failed the school system and needs to be held accountable. Protesters said if Hinojosa is responsible for the multi-million-dollar budget shortfall, that he should be fired, and they're hoping that their presence at the meeting will have an impact on those trustees.
I don't understand why you'd have to go to the situation of a protest to terminate Hinojosa. Well, you lost all that cash. You didn't see it coming. You had no foresight. You didn't even ramp up. You didn't start with like $1,500 and then make it somehow believable. You just started at $65 million and went from there.
I mean, $1 million would have been bad enough, but 65. I think the point is they want a voice. That's not going to make any difference. Obviously, his day's got to be numbered. They just feel better if they can get out and protest. Well, I would think.
There is a writer for The Observer who wrote an article and said that they've known about this since like March and April. They knew this was coming, and they just didn't do anything.
I wouldn't have told anybody either.
Well, you give the teachers a heads up so they have the summer to look for a new job.
Well, then you got to admit you got a shortfall.
It's coming up anyway. You can't ignore it. Somebody's going to know. You can't just ride on forever. Clearly,
we don't even know. We don't even know if we have the exact total of all the losses in the DISD. No, just because we're around $65 million doesn't mean they found everything.
Not yet. And maybe that's part of what the investigation is, to see how deep it really is.
$65 million is enough to get popped.
Oh, you would think, but they're not doing it. How long has it been now? A month?
Well, they review Hinojosa last week before?
Yeah, I think it was 2 weeks ago. And then now they took last week to review the review, and then I guess they're going to decide on his fate tonight. I don't know how it's a question.
It's a meeting that lasts 5 or 6 seconds. You got $65 million?
Yeah, no, I don't have
You're fired.
Well, can we just...
You got $65 million?
I don't have that.
You're fired.
But that wasn't all my fault.
You got $65 million?
I don't have it on me.
Adios.
You people are unfair.
You got it?
I don't have it.
You're fired.
This place sucks.
You go clean your office out. And I mean get everything. All the stuff you hung on the windows.
What's that mean?
Those things.
I didn't hang anything on the windows. Well.
It looks festive, but take them down. Dan?
Well, with more good news, CBS Corp said Thursday it's...
Oh, don't.
Okay.
Is it any worse than what Trey told me a couple of weeks ago, where my stock options that they originally issued to me at $33 a share had dropped to $9? Is it worse than that?
This is more over the previous quarter, so it doesn't give the current price.
All right. Where are we now?
Well, it says that Thursday swung to a third quarter loss, weighed down by a hefty $14.12 billion write-down related to a drop in value of its media assets. The New York-based media company reported a loss of $12.46 billion, or that $18.58 per share.
So I'm up $9.
No. That's what it dropped in the third quarter, down to around that $9 range.
Oh.
CBS said earlier this month that it would record the charge to reflect a decreased book value for its radio and TV stations.
We'll take the write-off.
Pretty much.
And actually, it was better than what people had expected because the stock price went up. It was almost at $10.
That was just paper money anyway. You were never going to see anything from that.
There was a chance. The stock 8 years ago in 2000 when they gave me my first round of stock options, I think they gave me $10,000 the first year. And I looked at it and went,
that's sweet.
Well, that's $330,000. No.
Let me explain.
It's worth $33. Got to go up to $34 and we'll give you $1 for each share. I went, okay, I'll settle it. Then each year they give me another $10,000. I think I've got 50,000 shares that I can't do anything with.
No,
I can't trade them off. I can't sell them. I can't. I don't care how many prayer cloths I got. It ain't going to get it back up to $33.
Wasn't there a time you could do something with it and the winter came and went?
Gavin said there was an option period where I could have sold it and nobody told me about. And I can understand why.
Gavin sold his.
Well, that information didn't get down to me.
Again, it was money you never had. It's not money you lost. It's paper money.
Have you looked at the 401k lately?
No. No.
Don't.
Why?
Because our company takes part of our retirement funds and invests it back into CBS.
You have a taller building I could jump off of?
Yeah, so for the third quarter, it went down $18 a share.
Damn. Okay, that's just lovely. That's good news for me, too. Damn.
Daniel, go ahead.
Company.
Okay. If you ask Terrell Owens what the Dallas Cowboys offense needs to do to get better, his answer is, of course, quite simple. Execute.
He's good.
He said, we're just trying to execute. Execution all across the board. And, just execute.
How many players on the team?
I think he means that kind of execution.
All right.
Although that would be a hell of a way to set an example.
Well, would bump you up in the draft picks, wouldn't it?
Better win or this will happen to you. And of course, Owens added, just execution. In Sunday's win over Tampa Bay, Owens had 5 catches for 33 yards, but it could have been more. Why am I now seeing Governor Rick Perry as the new coach of the Cowboys?
We don't know what happened. Wade Phillips went out on the field and shot him. Did we get new draft picks?
And speaking of execution, Brad Johnson will make his third straight start at quarterback when they play the division leading and arguably the NFL leading New York Giants on Sunday. If he plays like he did the previous 2 Sundays, he might not finish the game. Coach Wade Phillips said Wednesday, we think we can go with Brad and see what happens. Third stringer Brooks Bollinger got some work with the first team on Wednesday. Before practice, receiver Terrell Owens said the only passes he'd caught from Bollinger were warm-up tosses.
Wade Phillips isn't stupid. So obviously they've looked at their third-string quarterback, they've watched him pass, and he's got to be worse than Brad Johnson, or they would start the game with him.
It may not necessarily be a situation of him being worse. If you break it down that simple, yeah, the difference is Brad Johnson's been in this Cowboys offense longer than Bollinger has.
All right.
So he knows.
But the biggest critique on Brad Johnson is, as a quarterback, he can't throw.
Yes.
Okay. Again, that would be job one for me. Get a quarterback that can toss that bitch.
You're absolutely right.
All right, so really, how bad is the third string? What's his name?
Brad Bollinger.
Brooks Bollinger.
All right. How bad is Bollinger if they won't let him out on the field?
What I'm saying is the only thing that may be holding him back is that he's not as familiar with the offense as Brad Johnson is. But given a little bit extra work and extra time, because he's only been a Cowboy for a couple of months. So
nobody thought Romo had any potential until they stuck him in there, and all of a sudden he becomes a superstar of the Cowboys.
Absolutely.
So let Bollinger in there and see what happens.
See, I look at it this way. It's kind of a negative way to look at it, but screw it. The Cowboys are not going to win against the Giants with Brad Johnson at quarterback. I just don't see that happening. So roll the dice, put the younger guy in and see what happens. Well, if he really sucks, then you can put Brad in.
Again, I go back to, obviously, Wade Phillips has watched Bollinger during practice and decided that Brad Johnson is still the way to go, so Bollinger must suck.
This is the better of two evils, basically. You're going with somebody who's going to make us lose less.
Well,
What a happy life.
That's a great speech before the game, Coach.
All right, get up there.
All right, I want you guys to go out on the field.
Okay, there you go, Coach.
And do everything you can not to totally
Try not to get
Try and keep the spread at least down to at least 30-40. I don't expect you to win. Just don't make us look like a bunch of buffoons. Get out there. Have a good game. Go.
I feel very good about myself right now.
Well, you shouldn't.
I'm a Dallas Cowboy. I'm a professional football player. How dare you talk to me that way?
You're a what?
Professional football player.
Oh, you're getting paid.
Yes.
How about if I take T.O.'s suggestion?
What's that?
Execution.
No. Didn't mean to shoot us.
Everybody go get on the gurneys.
Get the paddle out.
Just let this season go and let Romo have time to recover and get past this, because there's no expectation at this point.
Right, and we're really close to that. They play the Giants this Sunday. Next week is the bye. By that time, everyone expects Romo to be back, and that's sort of where that second half of the season can really kick in.
And possibly Pac-Man will be back by then, so you've got some semblance of a team that's been reconstructed.
Sure. And the thing is, though, if the Cowboys secondary without Pac-Man does really well in the next week, 2 weeks until Pac-Man gets back, they may not even need him.
That's too many goddamn ifs.
That's the problem with this team.
All right, go ahead. I'm bored with this.
Dan Lipscomb of Texas City, Texas, ate the buffet at the Iron Skillet restaurant in Northwest Atlanta on October 21st. He admitted, this according to an Atlanta police report, that his girlfriend ate a couple bites from his plate.
All right, you can stop there. She ate from the plate, and there's a police report. I'll glean from this that he didn't want to pay for her on the buffet.
Yes.
All right.
When he was charged for two $7 buffet meals, Linscomb refused to pay for one of them. He said that there were no signs in the restaurant that said someone could not have some food off your plate. The restaurant staff called the cops and arrested Linscomb on a charge of theft of services. He got out of jail 2 days later after pleading guilty to a lesser charge of disorderly conduct.
That's been an ongoing issue with buffet. I don't even know why anybody still tolerates customers at buffets, because they always try and take that route. When I did buffets, when I was doing pizza, they would get one plate loaded up, and then you would have the entire herd go over to one table and eat off of that plate and think they're only going to pay for one.
We just had the one plate. We dirtied one plate. What's the difference if one person eats 50 pizzas or
we charge by the head?
It doesn't say that.
It's per person. How many people? It doesn't say we charge by the plate. It's by the person. You got 4 people. I saw all your heads come open. You're going to pay for 4 heads.
You wouldn't think this guy at some point when they call the police would go, here's your $7. Kiss my butt.
No, he wants to. At this point, it's going to be
a $350 fine, at least.
He wants to make an issue out of it.
There's no sign.
It make any difference or not? It's an all-you-can-eat buffet per head. How do they think they come up with that $7?
She just had a couple of bites off my plate. That's not
Did
worth.
she eat?
That's worth $7.
Did the head come open?
Yeah,
$7.
She had a couple of bites.
And I had people argue with me to the point where we thought we were going to have to call the police. You pick up the phone, and all of a sudden they shell out the rest of the cash. You just went and ate probably 84 pounds of food. And back then, I think the buffet was $2.99.
Yeah.
Give me the $12 and go on.
We ate off one plate. It's per plate. What's the difference? 4 heads. And with your family, that's 16 stomachs.
If you eat anything in here.
Well, again, put the sign up that these people.
Why do you have to get to the point of putting up a sign? If your life, if you were that stupid to where you can't understand the concept of a buffet, you don't deserve food.
And what year did you work there?
80, 81.
So this is still continuing. People obviously don't get it. They think if we dirty up one plate, how do you know what mouth that food went in? How do you know? Were you watching?
Obviously, they saw her eat.
They saw all of them chowing. She had 2 bites.
And again, you don't know if she had 2 bites or 50.
Or a full plate, yeah.
All you got to do is watch for that. If the mouth comes open, that's $7.
I'm just amazed people even try that still to this day.
And they cop an attitude. You didn't put enough cheese pizzas out there. I didn't get the special, one with everything on it. You didn't get it because it's a buffet, and I knew exactly what you wanted.
You didn't do it on purpose.
Oh, they come up to the counter. You'd run out of pepperoni and sausage. You're going to put more of that out because we went through the rest of it. No.
Why not?
I don't like touching pepperoni.
You're going to make the pizzas anyway. Throw some pepperoni on it.
I've got all these other ones that I got to stick out there. And I got to spend another 10 minutes pulling pepperoni off of them. Even if I was about to stick a pizza out there that they had just asked for, I'd haul a thing in the back and dump it.
God. Well, you're not exactly the customer rep guy anyway. You're not the one I put it at my front desk.
You want a pepperoni and sausage pizza, and you order one and you pay full price for it. It's a buffet. That means we put out whatever we want.
You're making them anyway. Put some damn pepperoni on it. Is it going to kill you?
All right, I'll go get some.
Thank you. I told him.
Extra cheese?
Extra cheese.
Good. I'm feeling a little clogged up.
Ooh. We'd like to leave now.
Now, if someone came up to you and they were really nice, would you oblige them, or
possibly?
Did that just piss you off across the board?
It was the attitude. When are you going to put more pepperoni and sausage out there? Never ever.
How would anybody speak to someone that's going to fix their food that way? I mean, that always amazes me.
And they wouldn't even stand at the counter if they asked for something just to watch me make it. They'd go back. They'd say, put more of that out. And they'd turn around and go back out to the kitchen.
I handled him.
All right. One. How long before we need a break? Now?
You're in the middle of another 30 minutes music-free commercial sweep. The Russ Martin Show. We're back to the Russ Martin Show.
You, Dan? Hot one? All right, what do you got?
All right, this last check of traffic is brought to us by Mile Meter and also by Toyota of Richardson. A couple of big problems on 635 in Dallas. 635 westbound of Plano Road, you have an accident on the right shoulder, and that backup is to the Ferguson-Centerville exit. And Garland on 635, this one eastbound right after Jupiter Road, there's an accident blocking the right lane. That has traffic backed up to 75. One problem in Fort Worth to let you know about. 35 southbound at Rosedale, you have a disabled semi blocking the right lane, and that has everyone backed up to I-30. Also still have that wreck on southbound 35 at Walton Walker blocking the right lane in Dallas, and obviously that has traffic stacked all the way back up to Valley View Lane. There's your last check of traffic. I'm Dan O'Malley on The Russ Martin Show.
Thank you, Dan. All right, 53 for the lows tonight. Beautiful next few days, all the way through the weekend. Actually, it should be sunny and about 80. We are at 78 now at Live 105.3.
It's the guy on line 3 want, Dan.
You were talking about the gentleman at the buffet who didn't want to pay for two.
Mm-hmm.
He was bringing up a situation that involved you.
What about me?
You and JD at the Ponchos.
JD did.
I didn't do it. You did that.
No.
Yes, you did.
I did not.
You let us out of that restaurant. I have no idea what you were doing. That you were walking the ticket. You said, follow me. You didn't tell me we were walking the ticket.
What is it, Larry?
You still owe $3.99 a head. Still. Plus tip.
We couldn't get any service.
You didn't raise the flag.
I had every flag in that dining room. Did I go to other tables and get the flags and raise them all up?
Yes, you were being a jerk.
It looked like a theme park. I wasn't being a jerk. We couldn't get anybody out to the table to get anything.
You still don't walk the ticket. and then drag me along with you. By the time I knew what we were doing, we were past the door, and I'm like, what are you doing? He goes, get in the car.
God, you're a bad influence on him then.
I didn't do this. He did this. It's all his idea. We didn't even talk about it. Just follow me. Just follow me. Our car's out in the parking lot. Can we leave it there for a while? Okay, thank you very much. We're going to go out this exit right here. And we walk out. And I go, what are you doing? Shut up. Get in the car.
If you were that concerned about it, why don't you walk back in and pay?
At that point, I figured we were on the lam.
How much time had passed to where you hadn't gotten any service?
About 45?
Yeah, we were
45 minutes.
Okay, I was going to say, if it's 10, 15, but anything up in that range.
I want to say it was like an off time, too. I want to say like 2 or in the afternoon or something odd. And there was nobody going to help us, period.
We got our iced tea. Never saw the chick again.
No. And you raised all the flags in the whole store. I'll go get some more. Will you stop? Maybe they think we're jerks because you're getting all the flags.
Did you put them on one table?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
You raised them all.
I can't imagine you waiting 45 minutes on anything.
Well, we had our food from the line, so we had something to do to eat. But there was no, they didn't come back with chips. They didn't offer the sopapillas, nothing. No tea refills.
Oh, that's when I go back in the kitchen. I'll start helping myself.
I didn't know that we were going to walk the ticket.
You most certainly did.
You pulled out one of the butter knives and held it in my neck.
I didn't even know we were outside and it all happened so quick. I'm like, what are we doing? Shut up, get in the car.
Is this after you'd already punched you in the chest?
No.
Actually, this was about 4 years prior. This is 1985.
Oh, my God.
Then 1989 is when he punched me in the chest.
Oh, my God.
Because you remember what I did to you at Poncho's? It's going to happen again.
No, never threatened you.
It's a history of violence.
Walking the ticket was your idea.
Yeah.
Pure and simple. Yes, it was. At least admit that. I admit I hit you. Softly.
No.
Yes.
You hit me with a vengeance.
Didn't even really. It was more like just one of those. Like, hey, I don't remember what the problem was.
Then you threatened to burn down my apartment complex if we didn't walk the ticket at the Poncho's.
Please, that sounds like something I'd do.
You're maniacal.
You really think I had anything to do with Poncho's?
Yes.
I'm going back to pay them. I think they're still there.
It's the one in Arlington.
I'm only paying for one. Me.
I don't care.
I know you don't. Clearly, you didn't care then.
They're still going to get you because 2 people ate.
I ate. I'm paying. Oh, man. I'll go to jail over this.
Now, JD and I are driving away, and I'm looking in the rear view. All right. It's going to be our first go-round at being in jail. Because we walked the ticket at Poncho's.
Heads on a swivel waiting for the Arlington police at any moment to stop us. You boys eat at the Poncho's, did you? He did.
I'm going to stand here until one of you farts.
Jeez, enchiladas. It's you.
You didn't get the sopapillas, did you?
No, we couldn't get served. I mean.
All right, go ahead, Dan.
A 17-year-old boy left at an Omaha, Nebraska hospital is...
How many people are going to get dropped off at these hospitals and fire stations in Nebraska? Is it Nebraska?
Nebraska. He is number 24.
There's a rush now because they know they're going to change the rules.
Yeah, so that's the problem is now you're going to have... I'm surprised that this story is just one because like JD said, they're about to change the law. They called that emergency session, which how it didn't happen starting 5 minutes after they all got together. I don't know.
Christmas is coming. I could save a lot of cash.
Well, when they instituted this was supposed to be for women that had newborns, and instead of dropping it off in a dumpster, you gave them an outlet. We don't ask any questions. Just don't kill the baby. Give it to us.
Right.
Then you got some guy that dropped off 9 kids all the way up to 19 years old. How do you talk a 19-year-old to get in the car and go get left at the fire station?
It's because all the other kids were going. He's like, everybody in the family's going. You're going too. I ain't going. I'm 19.
Well, same thing with a 17-year-old. How do you tell him, I'm going to go drop you off in Omaha?
Because, if you're a kid and you don't know any better.
I bet there are people driving from all over the country trying to get to Nebraska before they change it.
Yeah, well, what are they doing with the kids that are of legal age? Does it say?
Actually,
the guy that dropped off the 9 kids, one of them was past 18.
No, I think that one was 17. I don't think any of them, as far as I can recall, I don't think any of them were actually 18 or over.
But the law actually said they could drop them off up to 19.
Yes.
And so far, since that law took effect back in July, not a single newborn has been dropped off. They've all been kids that are
ain't a room.
Including 3 that were driven in from out of state.
Trey's right. There's beelines from all over. We got to hurry. They're going to change the law. Get in the car.
It's better than scratch off. So make sure I got this right. All I got to do is drive to Omaha, drop them off. I don't have to worry about it. In fact, the father dropped off the 9 kids. Didn't he come back and file for visitation?
Yep. He did. I like to visit them from time to time because I'm sure they want to see me.
Will they be at the same fire station, or are you going to rotate them? So what's the resolve with the law now?
Right now, it still hasn't been changed.
But they're going to have an emergency session
on November 14th. Yes.
And again, why do they have to wait 2 more weeks?
Because they're trying to beat the Thanksgiving rush.
Well, I'm just saying, how can they not get these? It's a state legislature. They know where everybody lives. It's one state.
Anybody ready for an over and under? We're at 24 now. How many by November 14th?
Oh, it's 30. Well, first of all, they're not going to make any decision until the 14th. Mm-hmm. They're just going to meet. So I'll bet you it'll be the first of the year before anything's actually enacted. I'll go 350.
350 kids?
Counting the 24, 25 that have already been dropped off. You're going to have a mad dash rush. There are going to be people at the fire station with their faces masked up against the glass. Open.
Oh, that's just pathetic. And very sad for the kids. Because, I mean, if you're an infant, you're not going to remember it.
But yeah, if you take a 17-year-old, we're going to Omaha.
There's nothing in Omaha.
There's
Omaha. No,
there's fire station.
Well,
the firemen are your new parents.
We have firemen here.
They won't let me drop you off here. So, I want you to put on this diaper, get in the basket.
Put a diaper.
And you don't say till we get there.
What a horrible way to grow up.
Well, nobody would have foreseen that anybody was going to drop off teenagers.
Every other state that has this has the 3-day rule. 15 other states have it, and they all have the 3-day rule.
Which means what?
It's infants up to 3 days.
Why would it be 3 days?
I don't know. That's just what the article said.
I would make it at least the first couple of years of the kid's life.
I'd make, like up to 5 years. So you don't have the Kaylee Anthony deal. Maybe if she could have dropped that kid off somewhere.
I guess by the time a kid gets to be that age, you've got family members that will take it in somewhere, or orphanage.
So the thinking is 3 or 4 days. Really, nobody knows about it at this point.
Right.
So you can get rid of the kid. Your family doesn't know. There's no persecution.
There's no network of
But I would still make it more than just a few days.
Week, 2 weeks.
Give the kid the first year of his life.
Oh, well, at that point, like I said, there's probably other places to drop them off.
All right, go ahead, Dan.
Well, this out of Hanoi, Vietnam. Faced with mounting public criticism, Vietnam's health ministry suspended a widely ridiculed plan to ban short, thin, and small-chested drivers. The ministry had recommended that people whose chests measure less than 28 inches be prohibited from driving motorcycles, as well as those who are too short, meaning less than 4'8", or too thin, less than 88 pounds.
How come they didn't want runts driving?
I think they thought it was just too dangerous. But when the media revealed the plan this week, it prompted disbelief and scorn among members of the public who envisioned the police pulling over female drivers to measure their breasts.
Oh,
no.
Yeah.
No.
That's a good law.
No, it's not a good law.
You got to be safe.
It's the best one.
Get out of that car.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, spread them.
Unfortunately. No justification on why the chest had to be 28 inches or I get the height, because if somebody's sitting behind the wheel and all you can see is the speedometer, I'd like for you to be able to elevate yourself or ride a bike.
It's still a very odd law. They don't have that anywhere else in the world that I'm aware of.
I think it's probably because some lobbyists for the coppers went up there and said, we need this law.
Yeah, you gotta have breasts. I mean, chest. Dang it. 28 inches or bigger.
Plus the upside is, if they're under 28 inches, breast implants are going to go way up.
It's good for the economy.
Oh, my God.
We love this.
Internationally.
It's an international symbol of food.
So anyway, unfortunately, Thursday's state-run newspaper quoted ministry official Wen Hui Kang as saying the proposal would be suspended. And the police cried.
Well, damn. Why would they just go after old people? Really, that's going to be your biggest threat on the freeway. Teenagers, there's not much you can do with them. But at a certain age, if you're too senile, really, to discern, you've got two pedals down there. And you've got old people that drive through crowds nonstop because they got confused. Those pedals ain't nowhere near each other, and they don't feel anything like the other one.
No, but they just panic. You know, they step on what they think is a brake. Something doesn't happen, and they don't think, okay, that's the wrong pedal. Let me do something else. They think, what the hell is wrong with this car? I'll step on it harder. Guarantee you, that's what they do. Happens every
After
week.
you have the first human projectile go through your windshield, try another pedal.
They don't think that quickly. They've already panicked. Their brain has locked up at that point.
There was a story yesterday or the day before. Some 70-year-old woman actually drove through a crowd because she was pissed off.
Oh, Jesus, I didn't hear that one.
I think it was her own neighborhood. She didn't like anybody. She threw rocks at kids, pets. She came home. People were standing in the street. They wouldn't get out of the way. So
nailed them.
Yeah.
Did she kill anybody?
Actually, I think she killed one kid.
Oh, my God. Again, there's going to be nuts that are going to do crap like that. You've seen the picture of I'm sure you have, the guy going through the bicyclists. The bicyclists are going everywhere.
The old guy?
Yeah. And somebody got a picture of it.
Just at a certain age, you stop and you go back and you retest them and you make them go every year.
I mean, we've talked about that before. Why doesn't that start at, what do you say, 70?
I think Texas finally instituted something, but is it 80, 85?
Yeah, I think it's 80.
I'd be more than happy at 70 years old to be tested every year. And the year I can't drive anymore, you need to stop anyway.
Art knocks down any attempt to ever do that.
AARP.
Yeah. They're just too powerful of a lobby. Because my grandfather, he was legally blind, and he kept his license till he was 86 years old. And it was finally after driving through the front of the Tom Thumb, because and then got his car back, went to the store, knocked over a light pole. Finally, they got his license. The state sent him a letter saying,
why was there no issue after he ran through the Tom Thumb the first time?
He loved the independence of having a car. My dad and
Well, old people like that, and you don't want to get to the point where you have to depend on your entire family for transportation. But if it's that, or mowing somebody down, or getting the little guy with the white apron with his tongue hanging out, then you take his driver's license away, and you get somebody to shuttle him.
And obviously, you said you liked the independence of having a car, and obviously finding the best parking spaces.
If I take my car away, I can't run nobody down.
It's a really good spot right here by the fruit.
I'm going to park right next to that guy with his tongue out and a pencil behind his ear.
You're right, he's just driving around the entire store shopping.
Man, there's a lot of room in here. Halloween decorations are up.
Quite festive.
I need a birthday cake.
Now I got to back up for that one. All right, guys. You guys do state inspections? No. Okay.
Oh, a McCain.
Look, oil.
Look at all these fabulous groceries. At 55 miles per hour.
That's just too much to take in all at once. I'm overwhelmed. I got the vertigo. I'm have to pop it on two wheels to get down this aisle.
It's raining.
Funyuns. It's raining?
Oh, you're the vegetable sprayers.
Roll the windows up.
So stupid.
That's our show.
Oh, speaking of stupid, a McCain campaign volunteer accused of making up her story about being robbed and assaulted in Pittsburgh by a man who disliked her McCain bumper sticker will enter a program for first-time offenders. 20-year-old Ashley Todd will be released from jail and required to undergo mental health treatment. Shocker. She's from College Station, and she'd been jailed since October 24th when police say she admitted making up a story about being robbed near a Pittsburgh bank and then assaulted by a man who scraped a backward letter B into her cheek.
All right, I got the B. They figured she did that, especially because it was reversed. Where'd she get the black eye?
I'm still trying to figure that out, and I haven't heard that anywhere.
I wonder if your boyfriend had beat her up and
she used that as an excuse to get out of this.
To have a black eye.
I'll go back. I'll take him out of this equation. I'm on McCain's.
That had to be it.
I'm on his campaign. I'll just say somebody from Obama wailed on me.
I never thought about that. That had to be it. Her boyfriend.
Because you look at her picture, somebody wailed on her.
Yeah, somebody hit her in the eye for sure.
Well, it's because she had the two black eyes, because she got popped in the nose, because the bridge of the nose was swollen. One, like her left eye was a definite black eye. The right eye was just a little bit dark.
I wonder if anybody's gone back and asked that. How'd you get beat up then?
I'm sure she said, I went ahead and just punched myself in the eye. She have two black eyes?
Yeah, pretty much.
Maybe her cochlear fell out.
Read something, Dan.
There isn't enough.
Yeah, I'll find something.
There are more new reports pouring in about UFOs over Erath County. In fact, there were so many reported sightings on Tuesday that an aircraft coordinated with spotters on the ground Wednesday. We're hoping to get fresh video. Ricky Sorrells was there, and he said, I never watched Star Wars growing up. I was too busy hauling hay. But the rancher and welder was among the first in January to take heat for publicly admitting he saw mysterious lights over Erath County. An organization called the Mutual UFO Network has an investigator interviewing witnesses. Sorrells said, I'm tickled to death about it. I've got people calling me saying, I saw him too. You're not crazy.
And it's going to be that way for a few weeks. Somebody's going to come back and fess up that, we concocted all of this. All it is, it just turns into tourism. It's like, was it Stephenville?
Yes.
That became the epicenter for UFOs.
Absolutely. T-shirts, little place like they do in Roswell. I mean,
and we brought that up long before anybody figured out that was a hoax. All it was just a PR move to get people into Stephenville. And you get national attention out of it. Nothing ever else came out of that. Now, Erath's going to try it for a while. And why all of a sudden would you think that's going to be the lightning rod for UFOs?
Exactly. If they're going to come that far, why would they stop off in Erath County? Wouldn't they go to, Orlando, someplace where...
Maybe stop by WFAA?
Possibly. Yeah. Be seen, be interviewed by somebody that don't go, huh?
And unless I get something tangible, like decent video, a decent snapshot, I'm not telling anybody I saw a UFO.
I wouldn't either. I was even afraid to tell you when we were in Mexico and I saw all those lights in the mountains. It's like, no one's going to believe me. I think I even tried to, you were either asleep or doing something else. When I looked out the window and about 2 miles away in the hills, there was just these flickering little lights. They were red, blue, green. I even asked the guy the next morning, I went, was that a car accident? Is that construction in the mountains? And he goes, what did you see? I saw the lights in the hills over there. He goes, there's nothing there. Nothing meaning nothing.
Little blue, green, twinkly lights.
That's what I saw.
You know what? That happens every year, right around December.
No, he said there was no highways, there was no houses, there was nothing, and it looked like, if you didn't know better, it looks like a car accident or construction zone from about 2 miles away.
See, it's been a mystery for years. Yeah. Always happens close to December.
I'm not a nut. I saw the lights.
Okay.
I am. And he said they did. They see him about once a month. I had no idea what it was.
Only in December. It's close to Christmas. We're all befuddled. All right. How we doing, Chloe?
Need a break.
All right. We'll be back.
Russ Martin Show. Contenders come and go, but there's only one afternoon champ. The Russ Martin Show.
Did we play that clip on the air?
I just got to say, I believe we played. He said the same thing before, more or less. This is reworded. He talked to Charlie Gibson. It's 212. Explaining what, spreading.
When Joe the plumber went up, I wish they'd eradicate that man.
Oh, he's got a country song career coming up, possibly.
The plumber.
Uh-huh. He's been talking to guys in Nashville about singing. He sings a little bit. Not real good, but he sings a little bit. They're going to give him a country. We got that story somewhere.
All right, let me go back to who's Obama talking to?
Charlie Gibson.
And he explains the phrase he threw out, spreading the wealth.
What do you mean?
So what did you mean when you told that plumber you wanted to spread the wealth?
Well, if you look at the tape, what I said was exactly what I said right now, which is that if people are doing very well, then there's nothing wrong with us going back to these old tax rates in order to give tax relief to 95% of Americans who had been struggling, even when the economy was growing. Now, that basic principle is as American as apple pie. You know, the irony of...
No, that basic principle is communistic, socialistic.
Yes.
Now, if you're trying to get in office, you're going to try and piss off as few people as you can.
Sure. And you're going to make...
So, in this instance, you're only going to piss off 5%. But who's to say that Obama is going to stop at 250,000 as the cutoff? He may see that, well, okay, this hasn't done enough for the economy. We're going to drop it down to 150, possibly 100. 80,000 still a lot of money. Let's tax the piss out of them. Nobody's to say that he's going to stop at that marker.
Yeah, Biden even slipped the other day and said 150,000 and above.
Was it a slip?
No one knows. I mean, he says it's a slip, but in the back, is there some talk, like you said, that once they get in office, why not 150? What are you going to do?
We got in.
We're already in.
Now, here's how we're going to play it. And there's nothing to say that they won't stop at 250 and gradually drop it down. You could be making $50,000 a year, but if you only have one person in the household, they may come get your ass.
Absolutely. They can do anything once they get in.
So this isn't a matter of the upper echelon or people who make a lot of cash being pissed off. It's the fact that there's no equality in any of that.
And if you're trying to get elected, as you said, you just make it look like the middle guy is the guy that's going to get all the cash.
And I've even read where in his plan,
rich people,
it's single people, it's 200 and above, and then it's joint filers, it's 250,000 and above.
Right.
Is that what you're going to say, Dan?
No, actually, I was going to ask if Trey knows, because I can't remember the last time I saw the tax breakdowns for percentages, the tax brackets. Is there one that for like the uber rich?
No, I mean, I think 35%
is the top?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know if there was one that's like once you hit like 7 or 8 figures, if it's like 38, 39 or something.
So they do have a conscience.
I think if you went like a lottery winning, I think that's taxed at 40, but...
No, but that's like a windfall tax though, right? Yeah.
So if you're in the 35% bracket, what does Obama want to bump it up to?
38.
Somewhere between 38 and 40.
Whatever it was.
So I'm only going to get, if I were in the tax bracket, I would only get to keep 60% of what I earned.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that doesn't even play in state taxes, school taxes.
Sales tax.
Sales tax. Yep. That doesn't come into play.
No, that's just your feds. But it's only 3%. What they're thinking is, hey, you know what? At that level, you're making whatever.
At that level, 3% is a lot.
It's a lot of money, but it's not a lot of money to you. Because you're not going to miss whatever that number is.
Oh, I'll miss it. Only because I know that you're not going to do anything substantial with it. It's like I said yesterday. I'd have a lot easier time swallowing all of this if you leave the tax rate exactly where it is, but tell me when I file my taxes at the end of the year, I show that I gave 3% of my income to a nonprofit organization. Because they're going to spend that money a lot more wisely, and I know that it's going to go exactly to the people that I wanted to have it, not whoever you dictate is going to get it. And I still don't know that you're going to spend it in a prudent fashion.
It's 3%. You'll never even notice it. Give us your cash and hush. It's the American way.
It's not the American way.
It is a patriotic thing to do.
It's extortion.
It's not. It's taxes.
You know what? Yeah, it's extortion.
Everybody pays it.
Everybody doesn't pay the same rate.
No, because rich people got more money.
Rich people got more money. That's why they're rich. Poor people are poor for a reason.
Well, but we have to spread the wealth. He's used that term.
Then earn it.
They are doing their best. They're working hard jobs. They're out digging ditches. They're working hard. They're only making.
Well, then let me drive by and I'll give them the money on my own. So at least I know they get it. I don't know what you're going to do with it. What is it, Dan?
You don't have to drive by. You can just hand it straight to me.
What?
Just hand it straight to me if you're going to give it to poor people.
JD said people at work.
Well, that ain't cool.
Nothing wrong with us going back to these old tax rates in order to give tax relief to 95% of Americans who have been struggling, even when the economy was growing. Now,
and again, I would be okay with a bump up in taxes if prior to that, Obama went in with his administration, looked at all the government spending, said, okay, we've cut as much as we can. Now, yeah, we're going to have to bump up the taxes.
That's what's frustrating. It's all the places they do spend it and some of the things that they potentially might cut. I've talked to several of my, I don't know if we said this on the air, pilot buddies. They're probably going to cut the federal flight deck officer program where pilots can carry a gun because, again, Obama's not a big supporter of guns, and we have yet to have a pilot save an airplane. And it's been around for 4 or 5 years. In fact, one guy...
How many police officers are out there that have never had to pull their firearm?
But everybody's saying that...
But it's still the presence there is a deterrent. And possibly that's why the pilot hasn't had to pull his gun, because you're thinking, all right, somebody on this plane has a weapon.
It's a very good chance it could be one of the pilots up front, because a lot of the guys have... And again, you got to remember, these guys take...
Dan, are you holding up your hand because you got a question, or you still want money from me?
Both. No, legitimately just a question for JD, because he said it's the federal flight deck program.
Mm-hmm.
What is that money serve? Is that for training of the pilots?
Correct.
Okay. Couldn't technically that really, I'd almost be a Republican thing if you were to remove that federal program and tell the airlines and say, you guys take this on as protecting your flights, so privatize it.
Like, it's been a government program from the beginning. And a lot of the pilots do actually pay for their own stay out in Arizona or wherever they go to train.
They pay for their stay, but the government pays for the training.
Correct, and for the gun.
Well, you know what? Biden's right. If in fact that's accurate, and they're going to take the last line of protection off these flights, yeah, we're going to have somebody challenge us in the first 6 months of Obama's administration.
Making it easier.
McCain may be the same way on this. I don't know what his stance is, but anytime you take a last-ditch effort to protect that plane, if you take that out, because they've already cut back on the air marshal program,
and they're glad to tell us all about it. And the TSA and the liquids, we're safe. Look how long it's been since anything's happened.
Yeah, you're right, Russ. Both sides have both come out and said that they're both going to go through the budget. I think in the last debate, or one of the debates, it was, Obama saying we have to find the stuff that works, keep it, and get rid of the stuff that doesn't, where I think McCain had said just an outright spending freeze while we go through it all.
What is it, Trey?
Well, there's two things. Number one, Obama's saying, I'm going to go through the budget line by line. You don't have line item veto. The president doesn't have that. If you get it, great. But right now, there is no line by line. You either take the budget or you don't. It's a negotiation, but that doesn't work. And the other thing about his tax deal about going
Calm down.
This pisses me off.
Well, McCain has issues with him as well. I don't want to make it sound like the show totally slants against Obama.
Here's my
but
deal.
It does.
Is him saying, well, these are, Reagan tax rates. $200,000 in the 80s, it's a heck of a lot different than $200,000 today. I mean, that's just a lot. That would buy you a lot more. That's probably equivalent to about $500,000 today. And no one's...
So you're saying he hasn't taken into accounting for inflation?
I don't believe so. I'd have to go back and see what the levels were in Reagan years, but I think it's a different ballgame.
It's, again, of no consequence. If it's McCain or Obama, we're still screwed. Even if McCain were able to get some type of policies in where we saw some type of relief, he ain't going to live more than 4 years, and then we're going to be stuck with Palin. And I will not listen to that voice in the White House.
Yes, you will, Dan.
I will not.
I think he's in decent shape for his age and for what he's been through.
He keeps having surgery to have moles pulled off of him.
He was going to make it for 4 years. He'll make it for 4 years.
Well, that's not a platform that I want to... When I'm voting for somebody, I don't want him to go, I think I can make it.
He can limp into the 4 years.
I got this administration handled. It's just 4 years.
I can't do any more than that.
That's why I got this young chick.
Well, again, and she'll be surrounded by people that he's put in the cabinet.
I still don't want her dealing with other heads of state. The only way that she's going to get us out of a global disaster if she blows all of them.
The more I hear her talk, she's not stupid. She's really not. A lot of the things in your head.
There are a lot of people that aren't stupid. that don't need to be president.
Oh, I totally agree. She probably doesn't need to be president, at least at this point in her life. But she's not ignorant. A lot of people hear that, I can see Vassar from my house. That was Saturday Night Live. That's the one damage I think the Saturday Night Live bit did, is a lot of people think that she said that.
Well, that was an exaggeration of a statement she did make, is I've had international relations.
Yeah.
All right? You going from Alaska over to Russia and get you some?
But we're right next door. If something happens over there, they're coming this way. No, they wouldn't.
Alaska is your first line of defense there.
So? And we're going to drill up there. And that's her big thing, I think, is that's the one positive she has going for her. And McCain
doesn't. We're going to drill up there regardless, whether she gets in the White House or not.
I think McCain still doesn't want to, right?
In Alaska?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually something they disagree on. But he said he's open to compromise because obviously she knows, she studied, drilling in Anwar
at least 5 times. Do we need a break before Lacus? You want a break here?
Yes.
Don't want to take any of those?
Line 5's a doozy.
No.
And I've got what Trey said, 80s to today, how much that would be if you...
All right. Yes, Ron.
Hey, how you doing, Russ? How you doing?
All right.
Don't cut him off.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God.
Did you expect any wealth to come out of that phone call?
No, just humor.
All right, Dan, what do you got?
Just that $250,000 today is the same as basically $123,000 in 1985. So Trey was right. $250 back then is just a hair over $500,000 today.
So it doesn't sound like Obama's gone back and calculated inflation in there.
I don't think so.
Where was the guy going to go that was on hold?
He said, can I just tell Russ, just tell me who to vote for? Because I just don't know.
I said I got no clue.
Hurls me.
That's why I put him through.
There's still people that have absolutely no concept of who they're going to go for.
And they just call up a stranger and say, buddy, tell me who to vote for.
Well, they're going to think, because I watch the news, and because we're on the air, obviously I'm going to have some insight. I've got no insight. Short of Obama wanting to raise taxes, I really don't know the rest of their agendas. And you don't know, even if they told me what their agenda is, if they're going to hold true to it.
That's the whole point. We really don't know.
All of it, all campaigning is nothing more than pandering. You're going to throw out as many things you can to garner as many votes and ingratiate yourself to the largest portion of the population, so you get in the office and then you go and you do nothing.
Well, again, I don't think we're screwed like you said.
And I'm not going to vote for McCain just because he swears he can live for 4 years.
He didn't ever say that.
That's still not the issue. That's up. All right, we'll be back.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show. The #1 afternoon show is found right here. The Russ Martin Show. We're back to the Russ Martin Show.
And what did that chick want that was on hold? Was she for Obama's plan of spreading the cash?
Yeah, she was saying she was taking offense at, people calling it communistic or, socialism. She's saying that all he wants to do is he's just trying to help people. He's just trying to help people that need it.
I got no issue with that one. If they actually want to do something. But with the social programs that are in place, with the food stamps, and there was a family that lived 2 doors down from us. Nasty, fat, white trash. That was back when it was actually food stamps, and they had the white boxes that said cereal on it.
Yeah, I remember those.
And they were pissed because they couldn't get name brands. And then they try and sell us the food stamps.
What?
So they could go and buy whatever they wanted, because you couldn't get everything you wanted with the state-issued coupons.
What was your motivation to buy their food stamps?
You'd buy, if you could get a box of cereal for $2, they sell you the food stamp for $1.
I understand. Okay. Unbelievable. Again, that's the way that this society...
But it's those social programs that have allowed that sector who don't want to work to grow.
Sure. And we'll always have them, because that's the way this country is set up. We take care of those who choose not to take care of themselves.
We weren't always set up. I mean, this is
what, LBJ?
Yeah, really, yeah, LBJ modernized, the Great Society. Yeah, nice work.
And until you get that handled, put some incentive. You can go a couple of different routes. We're going to give you a year. At that point, any funding stops. Over. No. We're not going to... Am I done?
No.
We're not going to give you... You got a year. Or, you know what? We'll continue to give you the food stamps or the monthly income. And if you go get a job, we'll even bump it up another 20%. Because at least at that point, they're paying taxes.
You wonder why we don't do something...
And they just gradually peter them off the rolls.
Something like that. You wonder why nothing like that's ever been tried.
Well, in that audio clip of Obama talking to Charlie Gibson later on, he talks about how the deal of a multi-tiered...
Well, let me listen to it, since you're never going to get to it.
That basic principle is as American as apple pie. The irony of one of the biggest promoter of the early progressive income tax was John McCain's hero, Teddy Roosevelt. We have always said to ourselves that we want to make sure that the middle class is getting a fair shake.
We didn't have social programs when Teddy Roosevelt was around.
Yeah, that was a pull yourself up by the bootstraps and you went to work.
Again,
now, the other argument is, if you don't take care of the middle class, since that's the basic structure of the country, if that collapses, the country does. That's a valid argument. But why don't we take care of the people who actually want to go and get a job and do something and add back?
If you forced people to get a job, again, if you cut off services, there'll be people that will starve in a year. They're not going to get a job.
That's a pretty freaking good incentive to go get a gig.
And you talk about, they'll quit having children. No, maybe they won't. Maybe they'll have them.
And this isn't a black-white issue, because we had plenty of friends when I was a kid that were on food stamps and livid every time they couldn't go and get smokes and have the state pay for it.
On the government tab. Again, you wonder what would really happen if we said 1 year from today, it's over. I mean, people would...
Or at least go back and attach the stigma of getting free stuff from the government. Don't give them the Lone Star card where it looks like a credit card and you actually have a job and you've put money in the bank and you're actually drawing out of that fund. Have them carry something around the size of a license plate that just says I suck.
That's not what our society's built on anymore. You don't hurt anybody's feelings, all the way down to kids in kindergarten and the grading process. No one can get their feelings hurt. Nobody can be worse than the other one. We're all equal. You need your self-esteem built up. That way you'll feel better about you and you'll go get
How about I give you an incentive to better yourself? I start giving you cash. And maybe you don't like going to the store and having to go, I don't know, we've covered this. Go down the aisle where they got all the You Suck brands, and that's all you can get for free. You know what? You're getting it for free. Take it and enjoy it. Don't complain that you can't get smokes.
When did they stop? I can't remember when they stopped doing the
It was probably the late 70s, early 80s. And because there was a stigma attached to it. You get behind somebody in line, and they pull out the food stamps, then now their stature in the community's dropped.
But like you've said before, if you have that, maybe it's a motivator for you. And if it's not, you're not going to do anything anyway. If that doesn't motivate you, nothing will.
Do I want to take one of those, Dan? Or at 7 o'clock?
5's about food stamps if you want it.
Yes, Russell.
Hey, Russ. I ain't been in Dallas in about 5-6 years, but I heard you talking about the people with the food stamps.
Mm-hmm.
I was dating a girl down in Houston, and she was making minimum wage, had 3 kids, and they were giving her, she was making like $6 an hour, and they give her like $2.50, and then when minimum wage went up and she proved that she was working, they upped it to 4 something, but she was on low income, what Texas called is low income, so she got the low income food stamps, and she had 2 kids. So I mean, I know it looks bad when you see a guy in a Denali rolling up on 24s and her wife getting out with 5 kids and getting out and bringing back like $500-$600 in food, but my girl wasn't like that. She was on low income and
Okay, I got that. Well, let me ask you this.
Yes, sir.
What's a 24? Is that 24-inch rims?
There you go.
All right. Well, and you know what? She also had a job, and that's the portion of the community that I got no beef with at all, because she's out there, she's doing something. It's the ones that just absolutely stop and wait for the check and just have this expectation every month of, where's my cash? Why isn't it more? And how am I going to survive like this?
Oh, yeah, I understand. I mean, I seen it. I mean, when I was dating her, I was making $20 an hour, but, you know, everybody would make fun of me. Oh, well, your girl's on food stamps. Well, you know, she's on low income. I don't know how long we're going to date, you know, and if she gets off food stamps because I'm making this much an hour, then what's going to happen when we stop dating and then she has no money? You know, she's only making $6-7 an hour because, you know, minimum wage. I mean, a person digging a ditch is making $7 an hour. She's watching kids making $6-7 an hour. I mean, I understand. I understand where you're coming from. There are people out there.
So why couldn't you commit to that relationship?
Because I caught her with Sancho.
You did what?
I caught her with Sancho.
Oh.
Another guy. Well, I went through Hurricane Ike.
What size were his rims?
Couldn't say. I don't know. I left for Hurricane Ike because Hurricane Ike, it destroyed my house.
How'd you catch her with Sancho?
Well, when I left for Hurricane Ike, when we left for Hurricane Ike, I came back. She told me to get out, and then when I went to Lou Sterrett, I called and wanted to come back.
I got nothing to add today. Let's go down.
For more information on the Russ Martin Show, including pictures, videos, and more, go to russmartin.com. To answer any questions you may have about the show, go to russmartin.info. To email the show and during the show only, send that to studio@russmartin.com. Other show websites, johndavidryan.com, danO'Malley.com, djclo.net, and treytrinholm.com. The official liquor store of the show is Majestic Fine Wine and Spirits. Their website, majesticliquors.com. The official airline of the show is Southwest Airlines. Their website, southwest.com.
What is it, John?
Be careful. He's about to start farting.
This must be the cold medicine. I'm on.
Man, it was just like all things at once. Hurricane Ike came in, and I said, well, come $10 to me, and she wouldn't come. And then once I checked into Lou Sterrett, I realized I should have got one of them green handkerchiefs across there.
It's one last chance for salvation. You get stuck in Lou Sterrett. You want the butt plug of salvation. You got them brothers on your ass. Now that's a miracle.
And the official site for Live 105.3 is live1053.com.
All right. See you guys tomorrow.
Listen to The Russ Martin Show anytime you want on the web at russmartin.info.
The Metroplex.